could be your reading. It could be minimizing something, making something small, not so serious. It's gonna be a love reading, okay, guys? So stay tuned, lay back. We're gonna get comfy. I'm going to be sitting out here with you guys for a while because YouTube says they want to see more of me. And it said we need to go live more. I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna go live more, which is great. I'm learning more tools, right? And I'm getting more familiar with the different parts of the app. So speaking of which, if you want to find me, I probably should pin a comment. You can go to emotionalwoundclinic.com. Not the just the emotionalwoundclinic.com. This is one of the reasons why I see why people have mods for sure. I'll do that later. I'll tag in the video later, guys. I'm gonna feel like playing with it. Cause I can't even see the comments half of the time. I really didn't be playing like that. Okay. So anyway, welcome in. My name is Allison from L. You can find me on Psychology Today. I am a licensed professional counselor in the state of Georgia. I am not your therapist. This is entertainment purposes, but I do expressive therapy. I do this if you want this type of thing for coaching. Of course, I do this as well. So if you want a consultation, you can book a consultation through Psychology Today. Okay, so hopefully that helps somebody. I'm going to be doing a love reading today because I want to find out what's because love keeps coming out here on the board for you guys. And I absolutely don't like doing love readings, but I think I'm being forced to do the love readings. And I think Spirit is being funny with me because Spirit knows if I'm doing love readings, if I'm thinking about love, and I don't even want to think about love at all. So, yeah, I get it. So for those of you who are interested in love readings, I will try to be very fair minded. But yes, love readings. And that's why I'm using psychology too, because a lot of times people just focus on will this person come back? Will this person come back? And y'all know, I that annoys me. Y'all seen my lives. I can't stand it. It frustrates me to no end. Already cleansed the energy, but just really quick, we're gonna close and block and shut the door of any negative energy. We ask for protection over this reading. Clear minds and clear hearts. We ask for all messages to be divinely guided and that no energy energies less than love. They will not be allowed to be a part of rebuke and shut, block the door. And I just put my phone don't disturb, block and shut the door. Um, May they return to Yeshua, Michael, Michael, please take care of that neck out. And may no harm come across any dimension, any timelines to anybody. May my ego diminish and may the Holy Spirit increase. Okay. We're gonna go first with the underlying issue. Okay. We're gonna first find out what's going on, guys. What's going on? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. What's today? I don't even know what today say this. I don't know. I lost track. Um, but it'll be posted someday. Timeless message anywhere. So we're gonna start off with love, since it's a love deck. I have my DC on, so we're gonna do a little love, and we're gonna do a little, action. Got Mean Girls. We got everything out here today. It's a beautiful hello. Hi, Hi Armani, how you doing? I'm so happy you're here. We're doing a love reading. I already gave my spiel. You can pull it back. Y'all know I don't love readings. Spirit is like, that's why I'm about to make you do them. Isn't it funny how God works? The very thing that you be trying to run away from. I'm like, oh my God, I do not. Let me find out that I'm a excellent love reader. I'm gonna be so annoyed. You just don't even understand how annoyed I'm gonna be. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You can't imagine what I hear and have what I've heard in therapy over the years about relationships. So you have no idea. It's like hearing a broken fucking record. But that's tarot. See, did I say it? Tower. See, I mean, I hear about this. How are you? You're from Algeria. Welcome from Algeria. Well, I don't know if this is your reading, but if it is, stick around. If it's not, you know whose reading it is. You can share it. This is a new channel, so heart the screen and share and do all the things. And I do appreciate the comments. Thank you for chiming in. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can put some brains in the chat if these messages start resonating with you or someone that you know. Let's go over the underlying issue. I'm going to pull from. I did say I do have this deck though. Oh, world, learning lesson. Someone learned the lesson, so that's already out there. The underlying issue is a lesson that was learned. So we already have that coming up. I'm gonna put that up here. I'll put this up. Put that. Okay. I'm gonna pull from the, which deck am I showing you? I'm pulling from the Black Hollywood Romance Stories, which is great. They're full of beautiful stories, Hollywood stories, movies, and movies really tell a lot. So I don't know all the movies on here, but most of them I do. But you can still read the energy on the card. Okay, let's start off with the underlying issue. Underlying issue is minimizing annoyance. Maybe someone is annoying you, or someone there's annoyance. It says you and your partner may be annoyed right now. Give each other space. You guys could have been separated. Confirmation, 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 confirmation. You and your partner definitely in separation. Maybe somebody was annoying someone at some point, but they're like rolling their eyes, like whatever, you know. Um, so there could be a separation for being annoyed. Tell me more about this annoyance. And it feels like everything is because all my cards are jumbled up. So maybe everything got mixed all up. Hello. I'm in my divine union. Okay, this may not be your card reading. It may or may not. You stick around. Okay, if it is, put some hearts in the chat and put some brains in the chat if it's yours. If it's not yours, you can, just watch to watch, or you can leave, whatever, or come back. Whatever. You'll find out. But like I said, this is a love reading. You'll know if it's yours. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with some little clarifiers too, because I actually, when I first started listening to readings, I really appreciated when somebody gave clarifiers, so I should know if I should stick around. So this kind of will help you to know early on. You could have had a birthday, somebody could have a celebration, someone could have had cake, something like that. Um, Someone could be eating cake, someone could have pastry, someone could have had a celebration, an anniversary, or some type of something, okay, with a celebration. Someone could be drinking orange juice. We have Minute Maid here. Someone could have had orange juice. Someone could have made a picture or have a family portrait or have a family portrait on the wall or a picture of them and their family on the wall or something like that. Or maybe they're missing their family portrait on the wall or something like that with the picture. Someone's playing Minecraft or have a kid that plays Minecraft. Somebody's kid might be sick and gets boogers everywhere on the game, something like that. Um, and then we have game. Someone could be gaming. Someone could have had some chili dogs, some hot dogs, some type of dogs, hot dogs. Someone could have a Life magazine around them or have read a magazine or like Life or likes the Order Life magazine or something like that. And then someone could work in hazard or safety zones or something like that, or have to work around construction or have to work around things to be safe or keeping people safe or something with safety, something with fire hazards. Okay, confirmation. So that lets you know if you're seeing your thank you confirmations, lets you know if this is even worth your time. It may or may not be. Um, I'll try to keep it going here so we'll do it in decent time. Let me get your cards right. Okay, like I said, it's give you a separation, you and your person. They could give you butterflies, thinking about them. It says enjoy the overwhelming excitement and bliss of new or old love. So they could give you butterflies. And you could be thinking about reconciliation, coming back together. Something's hidden. Oh, something's stuck. What's stuck back here? A deep intimacy. Oh, maybe it's been a while since y'all have been together. Maybe it's a reconciliation, but maybe it's been a while since y'all been intimate. Maybe y'all haven't had sexy time or been able to hold each other or had a deep conversation, intimacy, because it came out here stuck in reverse. So maybe that's a part of the reconciliation. Wanting to get back together, feeling each other's emotional closeness and love, and allowing you to feel safe. The desire for more connection to your partner. So you may want to desire to connect to your partner a little bit more. It says be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. So someone could be open to reconciliation and open things out. That could be someone. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. Underlying issues. Let's go back. Well, I already pulled the underlying issues, right? So let's clarify these, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify, and then we're going to move on to how to release it. Okay. So we have annoyance initially. Let's go over. Someone's minimizing something, saying something's not so serious. Minimizing is a negative thinking pattern. So I'm gonna take off my tarot hat and put my therapist hat on for a second. Minimizing is a negative thinking pattern. You can go Google cognitive distortion minimizing and then read that, and then you'll see what that looks like. Okay, and why is this coming out in a tarot reading, right? Saying something's not so serious. So again, we have annoyance, right? And we have reconciliation, well, butterflies, and then reconciliation. Then we have deep intimacy. So we're gonna find out what's going on with this annoyance and butterflies and reconciliation that has not happened yet. Maybe, this deep, again, it's not just about sexy time, but there's a deep intimacy. Here's a deep passion here that's lying here. So I don't think this is just about a hookup. This doesn't feel like a hookup. This feels like something that's very profound, a deep bond. Something, they could feel like crawling into each other's skin. Like maybe y'all just could just live in each other's skin at one time. That's what it feels like. It feels like living in each other's skin. That's what it feels like. Okay. Let's clarify with Mean Girls. Let's do the Mean Girls. Let's clarify. Thank you. Big hearts in the chat. Hearts in the chat. I love the stream of hearts. Okay. See? Death in reverse. So again, it says your partner may be annoyed right now. So it right now the underlying issue is you may feel like your partner is annoyed with you or you're annoyed with your partner. Take it as it resonates, whoever you are in the story. Okay. I don't know who's watching. This is a collective reading. I don't know who everyone is in the collective. Okay. Personal questions, you have to book something. You can go to emotionalwoundclinic.com and then book personal to find out what you personally need. Okay. But this is a collective message. So you're going to have to flip flop roles and take it as it is. Okay. Thank you. Exactly. So again, somebody there's annoyance here. That's the underlying issue between these people, right? It can be you or your partner. But there's a rebirth. So again, there could have been something that happened or almost happened, and there's like I want this is still reconciliation too. Or think about Regina George not getting hit by the bus, right? And that's actually what happened. Katie's right. She got hit, but like, she didn't die. It was like there's so many parts in the movie where you see what the character wants to happen, but it didn't really happen. So it's like almost a mischance. So I feel like mischance kind of energy here. Um, I don't know. Maybe someone feels like that. Yeah, there could have been some type of trickery, lying, manipulation, backstabbing. Again, you know who you are in the collective, you know where you fit at in the story. If you were the person that wasn't manipulating, then that's not you. If you know that you were, then you know it. Only you know. And again, that could be the minimizing. Sometimes think about the movie. She was minimizing what she was doing, right? That was actually really annoying. She was minimizing her behavior. This is trickery. She's manipulating. This is manipulation at its core. Seven of Swords. That's why this scene gets the Seven of Swords. Manipulation. She was making something look like it wasn't so he could chase, right? So confirmation, my dog just got up. No, don't get mad at me, y'all. I don't know who made who chase. You have to know who you are in the collective, okay? Know who you are. Judgment was called. So again, maybe look at this burn book. Maybe there's some receipts that were all out. Maybe everybody saw everything. Judgment was here. Everyone's looking and judging what's happening. They can see it. It's out for the open. And I don't know I don't know what information was told. So you have to take this as it resonates for you, right? No judgment here for me. Because again, by day I see everything. I used to work in the Georgia State Prison. I've seen everything. Nothing you about to tell me to make me go, oh my gosh. Nothing. Nothing. I've heard it all. Nothing you could tell me. I work with certain levels. They gave me the personality disorders. I've seen it all, heard it all. And I worked military substance abuse, between the military substance abuse and prison. I've seen it all. And working with the children, working in them homes. Nothing you about to tell me that's gonna shock me. So again, judgment. Judgment could be have called here in the situation. Butterflies. I'm gonna go ahead and get going. Um, Maybe there's something about the show going on, Nine of Cups. So this could have been a wish fulfillment, like maybe someone 6 of Cups, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said 9 of Cups. So maybe something being successful, maybe the thought of this relationship being successful is giving you butterflies. Maybe something happened. Remember, this is a part in the movie where they really prepared for this where they really prepared for the show, but then she kicked over the speaker, and it was like, "Arr," but they kept singing it and going on anyway. So maybe something happened. Maybe you're having butterflies about think about how she felt in that moment, how the girls felt in that moment when everybody saw them. They looked kind of stupid for a second, but they kept singing and dancing anyway, and then people start singing and dancing along. So maybe someone's getting butterflies about that. That's a side could be a side message for somebody. Reconciliation. Maybe someone's trying to come out of regret because they want to reconcile. So like coming out of this isolation, feeling cried over spilled milk, like everything's over, or I'm just by myself, depressed. I have no friends. I have no family. I'm in a new environment. I don't feel accepted. Feeling shut out. So maybe that's also part of the underlying issue is something needs to be judged and going on with the story. Going on with the show. And going yeah, this came out early, going along with the show and moving forward into, making a plan. This could be something going towards something maybe you're not really sure how you're going to do it. Maybe you're not sure how what's next at hand. You're not really sure how to move forward. This could be a new experience or a new adventure. Like this was a new experience for her. She grew up in Africa. She never been to school, much less an American school. So this is a very big experience. So this could be something that you're headed towards that you've never done before, or that you don't do, or you have very little experience in doing. But the underlying issue is, you're going to end up being successful, of course, I guess, after you walk towards this. So that's just clarity or confirmation for you. It looks very good for you, whatever it is that you're on the way to. But again, this is a love reading, so take that as a resonate. So if you feel like if someone's looking towards going towards love, it looks like whatever you're trying to do, you may be minimizing your efforts or something like that. We'll find out more though, because we're gonna find out how to release something. So releasing, minimizing, right? Maybe you're minimizing and judging yourself too harshly because of some lies and manipulation. Maybe your person was annoyed with lies and manipulation because he absolutely was. Think about this. This is how he would have felt about her. That's annoying. That is annoying. And that's why he didn't choose her. She wasn't even being herself. She was being like Regina George. She was being like someone else. And then that's manipulation. So look at that. It's like, ugh, it's annoying. Like, oh my God, are you serious? And look how unbothered he is. She looks weird. And then got her friend looking weird. Rope the friends all in it. They're planning something together. They both look stupid. They both look crazy. Look at his eyes. Look at him. It doesn't even make sense. And this was for nothing. Look at him. He's completely unbothered by this nonsense that they've got together to do to create. Oh, come and chase me. So if somebody wanted somebody to be a chaser, this is not how you get someone to chase you. You don't manipulate. That only gets this. That only gets annoyance. So if you know that so everybody wants to talk about the twin flames, you're y'all love readings. Let's talk about the chaser. Let's talk about the runner, right? Who's who? You know you know who's who. So if you ever been in this manipulation energy, trying to get somebody to chase you, doing stuff, and you see you're coming out here on the other side, and you don't care, genuinely, you know if you care or not. You know who you are. That annoyed your person if that was you. And if you were the person that got annoyed, I'm sure that was fucking annoying. Okay. Collective read. All right. Let's go into how to release this minimizing something. Maybe you're minimizing how annoying that was. I don't know. Something about that. Yeah, I think there's a minimization of that. And minimizing things is a defense mechanism, guys. So you go look that up, right? People like psychology and tarot. Go look up minimizing. How can minimizing be very hurtful to you? Okay, so how to release? How can they release? If How can they release? What do you need to release for this connection to do whatever it's going to do? There's something about children, and someone's crying tears. They have fear. Maybe there's fear about children. Something was done with children. I don't know. Someone's a goddess. She's the one. So this could be a divine feminine that we're talking about. So if you're a masculine, this could be your feminine that we're talking about. It could be talking to a masculine. You could be a masculine or have masculine energy. Acting out. Someone could have been acting out around children, punching, yelling, screaming, kicking, doing things around children. Maybe someone's minimizing behavior around children. Passive aggressive, maybe. Oh yeah, passive aggressiveness. Yeah, being passive aggressive around children is still abusive. You can go Google that. Type in what does passive aggressive behavior do to children. Chat. Go ask chat that. Say chat. What does passive aggressive behavior do to children? Or go to Google or something like that and fact check me so that way you don't think I'm gaslighting you. It depends. Personal. Oh, look, this is a personal message from God. So if this has some. I can warn you guys. Please stick around. If this has something, if children are involved, just for your ego's sake, just stick around because I don't know if you know that children are divinely protected. They're on a different wavelength than we are. So if this is about children or children involved, stick around and just listen to that because and send it to who you know needs to hear it because their children's ancestors and angels move different than ours. They have a whole different frequency. So when you do things with children, it's up. It's up. So let's find out what's going on with these kids that someone's minimizing behavior and passive aggressive behavior around children. People really do minimize passive aggressive behaviors around children. Um, and I see why, because, you know, that'll make them have to reflect and look at themselves and do some changing, right? So maybe somebody was passive aggressive around people in someone in someone's childhood. Maybe someone's minimizing how they were with people around children or how they treated you as a child or around childhood. But that's the underlying issue. Okay. So this is something that needs to be released. Let's find out more. Definitely, definitely. Let's see the family. Something about the family and children. See how these are amazing parents. So, let's talk about this Two of Flames. She's getting ready to go on a journey somewhere, new venture. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Mm. Okay, this could be a burden. I don't know what's going on with this heavy burden that you need to release. Tell me more about this burden. Let's go to my superhero deck. Let's get since we got release burdens. Let's get to heroes. What kind of heroes? What kind of hero energy? The Hierophant. Okay. All right. So the Hierophant is out here. So there could have been something about beliefs. There could have been something about what somebody believes. So there could have been clashing beliefs about children because I see passive aggressiveness. So there could have been clashing beliefs about children. With the Empress, there could have been a mother involved. Poison ivy. This person could, like plants or, be very earthy, be very nurturing, very motherly, something like that. Um, Someone who definitely cares about the environment, who cares about the people around her. So someone who could have clashing beliefs with the mother. Yeah, there could have been a masculine energy. It could have been a father figure, but a masculine energy who was overbearing, who was who who maybe they lack passion, they lack drive. I don't know how they were. Who is this? It's the King of Wands in a verse. I'm about to read it like traditional. This is somebody who um it doesn't go well with the Empress. This is somebody their fire energy. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. They don't have to be those signs. Tell me more about this person. Huh, who is this? Hmm. There's two other people on the board that the Empress is looking at, and something ended between these two people. So it's like God stepped in, the divine order. Y'all know who this is. It's the League of I forgot divine, whatever. I forgot how to say their names. What's their name? Hold on, let me get my book. Let me get my book because I want to make sure I remember his Dr. Fate. That's right. Um Yeah, Dr. Fate, he's the one that talks about the magic of mastering the art of magic and ancient artifacts on his helmet. He got the helmet of whatever, truth, whatever. He put that thing on like he know everything. And he's like he's in a whole nother level of sorcery for real, for real. Like he's got ancient wisdom like from Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Go look his air character art, go look at Dr. Fate. Yeah, he on that, he on that on a different type of time of energy for real, for real. So anyway, we that's not neither here nor there, but this is like a celestial being, like an angel stepped in, like a divine, come here, a divine person stepped in. So an angel could have stepped in, an angel of the Lord could have stepped in, because this is what this is, the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant comes in, right? God Himself, almost. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be careful with my words, but you know what I'm saying. This was a divine, like some like the celestial beings was like, hold up, mm, hold up. Angels was like, wait, we got a problem. There's an empress. There's this mother, this woman, this nurturing, loving, amazing woman who's looking at these two characters, and they're just, you know, they're awful. One's reckless in bed. One's just, one is self-serving, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and then we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. These are unevolved. Let's talk about what an unevolved. These are unevolved. Okay, let's talk about an unevolved fire sign is. An unevolved fire sign is reckless with their mouth. They're a know-it-all. You can't tell them anything. Because they have the philosophy of the Sagittarius. You can't tell Sagittarius nothing because they're a ninth house. They know every fucking thing. They're gonna tell you. They're a goddamn loudmouth. And then you have Leo, who's the wants to be the leader of the show. That's unevolved now. They want to be in the front. They want to be center stage, fifth house. They want to gamble. They want to have sex. They want to go out. They want to club. They want to be the hottest thing. They want to look good. And then you have your Aries. They're the babies of the zodiac saying, wait, 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 me first, me first. They want to be first. They want everyone to look at them. They want to have the best. They want to have the hottest. They want to have the newest. Okay. That would be an unevolved fire sign. Okay. Someone who needs to grow the fuck up. Now, you have an unevolved earth sign. This person, we have Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Virgo, you know what that looks like. Over analyzing, you know what I'm saying? Over communicating, worrying about every goddamn thing, being nosy, putting their hands in the pot, stirring the damn pot, always in somebody goddamn business. Virgo is a messy ass Virgo is an unevolved Virgo. That's ugly. Nobody likes to be around an unevolved Virgo. Unevolved Capricorn, they're money hungry, they're manipulative, and they care about themselves and how they're gonna get their bag and only their bag. Okay. We have a Taurus the same way. They are stubborn. You cannot tell them anything, and they're concerned about their possessions and how they're looking and having the shiniest and the best, and look, having the best, right? They care about their family and their people, and if it's bothering their pockets, they don't want nothing to do with it. Can't tell them shit. Stubborn Taurus. That's an unevolved. So this Empress, who is already alchemized all that bullshit energy in their life, is looking at these two characters who are unevolved. Like, what the fuck? So I don't know who that is in your life, but there's a need for somebody to take accountability. That's what's coming here to be released. So I don't know if you need to take accountability or someone needs to take accountability, or maybe you're waiting for someone to take accountability. You need to release them from taking accountability because maybe they never will take accountability, or maybe you need to take accountability. Just take it as it resonates. Okay, I don't know. That's that one. But whatever happened between these two people, these two, because they weren't gonna work out no way. These two selfish assholes, these two selfish motherfuckers, they weren't gonna work out no way. Whoever this is, that relationship ended. Death, big death ended. Of course it's gonna end. Both of them are selfish. Both of them are selfish and arrogant. One of them hot in the pants and one of them just want money. One of them money hungry and one of them want to look good. Big death. Somebody money hungry, somebody want to look good. And the empress looking at both of them like, y'all both is stupid. Look at him. What? Ugh. Sitting on her throne like, yeah. Look at the trash. Must be a heavy burden, you know? And look at the angel of the Lord. The angel of the Lord got her back. Big God. So I don't know who this empress is. Take it as it resonates. Whoever the empress is in the reading. If this is your empress and you was one of these characters, then yeah, the angel of the Lord, the angel of the Lord has their back. If you want to know who has their back, the angel of the Lord, that God, the Lord, the Hierophant, the Lord. Ain't nobody else. The Lord. That's the back. If you want to know what the battery in their back, or how they're doing what they're doing, the Lord. the Lord, God, Hierophant, and both God and the celestial and both of them just looking. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Both of them are looking like the just looking. Like look at this nonsense and watching the end and watching the end. And look at that. Look at the both. Look at the Empress. So if you're the Empress, go. Hey, you know you watching this go down. And if you're not the Empress, you know your person watching you go down. Just watching it. Big deal. Look at that. All them strings attached. Just chaka, 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 chaka. Oh, look out. Break every chain. Break every chain. Break every chain. Break every chain. Look at that. These are chains. They chain to each other too. Just narcissistic. Narcissist. These are two narcissists, by the way, if you want to know. In the psychology world, these are two narky people, two avoidant attachment people, two disorganized attachment people. You know, these are people who have cognitive distortions. These are people who need mental health help. These people need to go to therapy. They have not alchemized fire. They haven't learned how to stand in their power or how to properly disseminate. Oh, confirmation! Don't get mad at me. Trying to send me a mosquito. Hey, I'm tearing somebody ass up. My fucking bad. Damn, that ain't me. Oh, you mad at him? That ain't me. Go ahead, get mad at that one. So get mad at me because she was on some minimizing. And I told you it's a cognitive distortion, thinking things are not so serious, whoever that was. Don't get mad at me. Not so serious, looking face ass. Take accountability. Somebody told me to take accountability, Allison. I remember that I had somebody tell me that. And I was in the military too, but that's not where I heard it from. He said, take accountability, Allison. You take accountability, Allison. Take accountability. Take accountability. Break every chain. Break every chain. Mm-mm-mm. All right. What's going on between these two people? Because it's the underlying issue. The underlying issue is some type of betrayal, some type of making somebody change. Let's find out, guys. Oh, this is getting good because this Empress and the angel of the Lord is looking at this ending, and it is. Sorry for laughing, but the energy. Don't get mad at me for laughing. Break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Oh my God. Let's find out what happened between these two people, these two narcissists, these two arrogant assholes. One wanted money and one wanted to look good. What's going on? We should see how the cards are reading. This is so funny because how it's laying like look how they looking at him. Oh, sorry, y'all. If this is you, if you the person I don't mean to laugh like that, but you gotta find that's why you get that Deadpool, man. I got that Deadpool energy. Don't get mad at me. Listen, I've been jaded. I told you I'm a veteran. I work with veterans. I joined the military, the Hurrah Air Force, space power, air power. I joined the military right after motherfucking 9/11. I worked in prison. You can kiss my ass. I don't care on that note. Okay. You could be having a vivid dream. Something about pay attention to your dreams as your connection deepens. Your dreams become more profound and full of answers. You could have had a dream about something, so follow that dream. I guess I don't know. I don't know. You maybe had a dream. That's a side message for somebody. You could have had a dream. Maybe you woke up and told someone about your dream. Didn't I say laugh, y'all? It's in reverse. Y'all better laugh. If this is your reading, this is your Cat Williams moment, man. That nigga, we get mad at Cat because God got receipts on you. Just go ahead and be like that with me. Don't be like some folks in the media, man. Don't be like some folks. Hey, Cat told y'all it's gonna be up for everybody. It's up for somebody. I don't know who reading this is. Cat told y'all. I don't know. Y'all kept trying to. I don't know. This is crazy. This is 2026, and this is somebody reading. That man, they were listening to Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, and told y'all. And I don't get mad at me because I'm cracking jokes. Dave Chappelle told y'all. Cat told y'all. It's gonna be exposed, man. You better be your honest person, or you gonna be up here looking like this. I don't know why niggas is surprised. Who's surprising this bitch? Who? Who is up? I'm like, bruh, I swear, I know I'm animated this shit. Don't get me wrong. I got a Leo rising, okay? Don't judge it. I got Leo, I can't help it. This is Somebody's like, that explains it. Yeah, that explains Leo rising. Listen. Oh my God, guys. Because again, I've already been through this kind of shit. I told y'all to alchemize that energy, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or at least I be alchemizing it. That's Cat told y'all. Big Doom. Look, death energy. Death energy. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see what's going on with these people. Oh my God. Not devotion in reverse. No shit. These two narcissists ain't gonna be devoted to each other. That's the underlying issues. So if you find out that you the narcissist, please laugh at yourself. Please God, let fucking fall on the goddamn floor and laugh at your stupid ass character that you used to play. Cause don't play that dumb ass character no more. Laugh at that. Be like, ooh, have a Deadpool moment. Please have a Deadpool moment. Have a motherfucking Deadpool moment if you know this is your reading. Please, God. Cause you I know you couldn't have thought this shit was gonna motherfucking work. This hungry big and both people could this could be two men. This could be, you know what I'm saying? This could be a woman where somebody was having a homosexual relationship. This could be also two, this could be two men, this could be two women, you know what I'm saying? But two people showing up in masculine energy, take it as it resonates, okay, for anybody. Oh my God, but she is looking like, and then they ain't devoted to nobody. Oh, no wonder the Empress looking at you like you. No wonder. I would look at God. God say, look at God. True devotion. Oh my God, I hear devotion in my head by the Isaac brother. Oh my God. And ain't even devoted to each other. Y'all got me tripping right here. Oh, sexual healing was in reverse. Then a person ain't healing you sexually either. Oh my God, maybe you thought it was gonna hear you at one first because it came out up. It came out upright, then it went up reverse. So maybe at one time they was giving you the wood and you thought it was sexual healing, but boy, wait now. And of course, these two selfish motherfuckers ain't gonna please each other. They both too concerned. They concerned about themselves to please each other. They would never give to each other ever. Oh my God. Oh, what's going on? Why did they work out? Why they breaking up? Oh, they were building the future together. Ooh, someone they thought that each other were a keeper. Ooh, they thought there was a keeper. Ooh, they can read each other's thoughts. Ooh, telepathy. Oh, they might have gotten married. They had a divine union. They had memories together. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, they had a reconciliation. These two narcissists got back together. These two egos. Why did they get back together, Lord? Let me pull my Mean Girls deck. Why did these two narcissists get back together? These two egocentric, these two avoided attachment, egocentric, disorganized attachment, whatever attachment that ain't healthy. Well, a non-healthy attachment people. These people, the Empress. I'm laughing because of how she's looking at them. That's what's making the shit funny. That's what's making it funny. What's making the shit funny is because every time I look down, it's like God and the Empress are looking at this nonsense, like looking at the drama. Oh God. Again, somebody is insecure. Somebody was insecure. Someone was insecure. Of course, these people are insecure. I just showed you. I said they're narcissists. Of course, narcissists are insecure. Were they insecure? Oh, so there's a feminine that was insecure. Someone's insecure and something happened and they want the show to go on. So something could have happened and they wanted to pretend like everything's okay, you know? Nothing happened. I'm all good. What's this thing that happened that they were trying to go on with the show like everything was all good, like they're successful. So they will take accountability. Somebody did take accountability. Someone that's the underlying issue is accountability. The underlying issue here is someone is not taking accountability, and that's what needs to be released. And you gotta take accountability. So what happened? So what's going on in this thing? Accountability. What happened with accountability with this? So what happened in this relationship? Why nobody's taking accountability? Why somebody's not taking accountability? Take accountability for what? For a third party connection. Damn. Uh-oh. That's why the Empress, and that's why this is why God came in. If you want to know why the spirits, Holy Spirit came in, why the divine came in, they said it's the third party connection. My nigga, third party connection. Hope that doesn't offend nobody. I told you I'm a veteran. I've been around prison and stuff. So all right, relax. I mean no harm. Oh my God. Oh my God. Third party connection. Someone's having a good time too. Take accountability for third party connections, man. I told y'all, Cat. Why y'all Cat Williams told y'all? Y'all thought Cat, y'all laughed at his jokes and you liked his shit and even shared it. Which one of y'all niggas liked his shit and shared and still hooked up with people behind your back? Who did it? Who did it? Who's a Cat Williams fan and still had third party connections? Who liked it? Who liked it and shared and still did it? Y'all funny. That's like going to church. Listen to the pastor. You a heathen. That's why he calls us. That's why we call you that. People to get mad at tarot cards. That's why we laugh. That's why I laugh. I laugh. I laugh at people who I laugh. I laugh. I laugh. I laugh hysterically. You have no idea. You can ask my friends. I fucking on the floor. I laugh. I laugh. I laugh. I laugh. Oh my God, it's so funny. The hypocrites, the hypocrites, the hypocrisy. Oh, the hypocrisy. And they be thinking they right too. They will like his shit and share and subscribe to this nigga. And still, and still go out and do some bullshit. And they go, ain't gonna be me. You know why? 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 Because you talk to a licensed professional counselor, and I'm fucking telling you. Because these two narcissistic assholes do not see themselves. One's focused on how they look, and one's focused on their bag, and they really don't give a fuck. So they will listen to Cat Williams, laugh at his jokes, pay for a comedy show, go together with this bitch, go fucking have sex on the same day that they go see Cat Williams, share a post between Cat Williams, between them, all while being in a third party relationship. Now tell me that ain't some funny shit. Somebody will share a Dave Chappelle reel about people being outed today, laughing. They'll laugh, they'll share the reel and still show up like this in the real world. And you wonder why we call them a personality disorder. You wonder why we say it's a DSM-5, a real fucking personality disorder. Because how do you look at that, watch it, like it, subscribe, and share, and still watch people like Diddy go down? Watch like Diddy go down in the real world. Watch him. Watch Cassie on a video, and people will still do it. They're hypocrites. They're demons. Nobody believes these. And when we say that, who you calling a demon? They be the demons, and Tara be like, no, you have the tarot cards. You're doing the tarot cards. You damn devils. All of you. Every damn got you're insecure. Go figure out why you upset about when you didn't lose the weight, why you was overeating. I'm not fat shaming hell. Matter of fact, I need to snack into my goddamn self. I ain't body shaming nobody, but figure that out. What made you insecure, motherfucker? Goddamn, you showing up in the world and then you wonder why I'm laughing, nigga. I gotta laugh at this shit. This is funny. This is hilarious. This is fun. Why would I do? Why would I do? You guys need to do a bit more. I ain't saying that shit. Why am I saying that? Not in 2026. I'm not. When people are liking and subscribing to people like Cat Williams, no, I'm not. I will not. When you see people like Epstein going down, I will not. I will not. If this is someone's reading, I will not. I will not. Everybody go ahead and take your again. Hopefully, this has got to be new energy because I know this ain't from the damn past because I ain't seen no six and sixes of cups and all that. So this is some recent shit. So that means this is this this ain't from long time ago. Okay, this ain't no from them in 18 and 16. No, this ain't that kind of reading. Don't do that. It ain't. I know it's timeless, but it ain't that. It ain't that area. Ain't in that era. This ain't a reading from there 1982. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle been saying this shit. That's why they got receipts. That's why I'm confused. Oh my god. All right. How to overcome. Let's go to how to overcome. Jesus, Lord have mercy. I'm gonna put that away. That Dr. Doom. And then the shit didn't work out. And people were surprised the relationship didn't work out. Looking at each other. Looking at God. Just looking at them. I believe them out. They are hilarious. I'm leaving this Empress and the Hierophant out. They are funny. Got not these two selfish folks out here. These two narcissists. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Let's see how to release. No, how to overcome. So that's how to release. How to overcome. So that's how to release it. I guess you got to release it by taking accountability, right? That's accountability, right? That's why I got the cat. That's accountability. So whoever needs to take accountability, take accountability for what you've done. If you've already taken accountability, then you know that's not you. If you've already said you're sorry, if you've already said the things, if you've already made amends, if you already reached out, if you've already, giving your things, and that's not you, then you're not this person. You're probably the Empress, right? But if you have not done so, then you know this is you, right? So then take it as it resonates. All right, how to overcome. Okay, you have the Queen of Flames. I'm gonna find out more. How to overcome. How to overcome Holy Spirit. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Thank you. Hearts and hearts in the chat. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Uh, oh, mm. There's this foul person. This devil, as we already discovered, is on the table. Already laughed. Already called the devil out before he even came. Okay. This is Queen of Wands. They may be overweight or a little healthier on the other side. That's an identifier for somebody. They may be a little bigger, or they don't maybe work out. They just kind of spout orders, but they're kind of quiet right now. They're not saying anything. Maybe their fire is kind of down. Maybe not so passionate anymore. Maybe not as passionate as they were. Maybe they're a little quieter now. They come out here a little frumpy. They don't work out, but they have a big mouth. But maybe their kind of mouth is shut now. Maybe they're shutting their mouth now. Maybe they're kind of quiet now. Look, and the devil's still here though. Even though they're quiet, there's still codependency here, right? This is how to how to overcome. So you have to overcome this codependency right here. So this is Queen of Wands. She may be quiet, but boy, she may actually physically stink for real in real life. She may be stink. She may actually stink. She may fart or something like that, or he or she, and take it may be male, female. Okay. But this is Queen of Wands, and they're coming up in feminine energy. They don't have to be a female. There could be a male as well, but this could be a female. And again, they could stink, and they could actually pass gas, or they could actually be foul for real, for real. They actually be stink in real life. But whatever they've done in the spirit world, they're also coming up here as foul. Of course, they're coming up foul because they're next to the devil. So whatever they do, they are a foul person. Like they foul for something. And again, they may be not saying anything. They may be trying to be standing their power and be quiet. They may not be saying anything, just trying to be closed lip, not saying nothing, acting like they won something, but they didn't win anything. Look at this, because the devil's here. At least I don't think they won anything. They may think they won, right? They're quiet. They may feel like they won. Let's find out what happened with this, why they feel like they have a trophy here. They feel like they have a trophy and they're ready to protect themselves. They have their word. I mean, they're not talking to me, be quiet, but they're ready. They're ready. They have their words ready. They be ready. Oh, they're ready to fight. Ooh, they're ready to fight you. Ooh, they be quiet right. They may be quiet right now. But I'm telling you, that devil, that demon is ready to tear, to fight. Ooh, they are ready to fight that devil, whoever this is that you have to overcome. And I hope if this is you, if this is your own devil, maybe the devil's ready to fight you, baby. Like maybe your own demons are trying to come at you. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. This could be a person. I feel like this is a third party though. I'm gonna see for the confirmation though. Let me know if this is a third party. Thank you. Thank you. It says tarot reading is a psychological scam exploiting the vulnerable is used. No, that's not true. You should go do your research. You can go look at some different websites like Healing Through Tarot. You can look up Carl Jung. I would like for you to go to Carl Jung. He's dead now, but you can go to his anything, go to all the therapists who study Carl Jung and write that there. Like say that. Say anything with tarot. They're not gonna feel the same way that you feel about it. Hunting State Lane, whoever you are, they're gonna be very upset with that. They're gonna be very frustrated with that. They're like, oh, I don't know. Because remember, this is entertainment purposes only, right? So that would mean take what resonates. And of course, if they're confused, they can always book their own session, and I always encourage them to have their own therapist, right? To go see, I'm not your therapist, you can always have your own therapist. So I don't know how that would be a scam, right? That would be weird, right? That would be strange. So this is not a therapy session. I would have a consent form in here. So this is entertainment purposes. So if it resonates, then it does. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. That's not a scam. Now, if I was asking for y'all to donate things, that could possibly be one. But I'm not doing that, and I never do. You don't see anything on here that you've never seen it. You've never seen it. I don't have to. I take insurance. Do you not understand the difference? I don't have to. I'm an insurance provider. I don't need that. This is me following what God told me to do. Okay. So that's a bias. There's something called cognitive distortions. You may want to see a CBT therapist yourself since you said psychological scams. Let's talk about psychology. You can look up uncertainty bias and certainty hater. That is a negative thinking pattern that you are displaying in front of everybody right now. And I'm sorry to call you out, but it is what it is. You came in my life. But you can free to leave if you don't want to be here. Thank you. But please do not accuse me of being a scammer anymore. I find it disrespectful and I've set a boundary with you. Thank you. If you want to stay in here, I suggest you follow rules. If not, you can leave. Are we clear? Okay. Thank you for understanding. Lovers. You may really love somebody. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, because I said somebody was upset. Somebody want to fight. Okay, someone wants to fight. Let's see. That's this Queen of Daggers who's not saying much. This person was being very quiet. This foul person. This devil. This devil. Look at this devil. This devil's embarrassed. They got caught. Oh, look. Oh, they got caught. Ooh, you got caught. Nah, 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 boo, boo. You got caught. Nee, 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 nee. Oh, they're watching. You got caught. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I'm childish. Ooh. I'm childish as fuck. Never grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Never. Anyway, like I said, this person's being quiet. They may have done something that was shady. Now there was look, people are looking at them, calling them out. Saying exactly what you did. I know what you did. You said this. You said that. And she's ashamed, so she's walking off like nothing happened. That's why she quiet. You lame. You lame at hoe. You lame. You lame at hoe. You lame. You put that hoe. You lame. You lame at hoe. You lame. Yeah, you ain't balanced, hoe. You lame. She probably drink too much. Look at that. She overindulged in everything. Over imbalanced at hoe. Now she walking off. Yeah, I'm in a shame. I'm in a room. That's why I say entertainment purposes, not in a therapy session. I would never talk like this. Well, of course I wouldn't talk to my clients like this. Why would I do that? It's shaming them. This ain't my client. This is a Dusty. A regular old Dusty walking around who I don't care about. Big Aquarius moon. I don't give a fuck. The tower has out. Look, the receipts are out, man. Everybody know. Everybody look at her. She said, look. Oh, the receipts are out. The tower is out. Everybody know. Mm, she's ready. She could be ready to burn something down too. She could be ready to give receipts. Ooh, I feel that too. She's imbalanced, so she's ready to tell everything. So if this person is another side message, if this person has receipts on you, they finna give it all. Baby, if this person got your receipts, they finna tell all your business. And everybody's gonna read. Everybody's gonna know. They definitely plan. They plan on doing it. They said, "Why me do? Why me do? Why me do it? Crack that soda, but why me do? Oh, crack that soda. Why me oh, crack that." She said, "Watch me you." Oh Lord, Almighty, oh my goodness. Let me find some of my cards. Let me find out about this tower, y'all. This person said, "Why me you?" Oh, impression. They try. Okay, okay. They are about to tell about some type of child abuse. They're about to present something somebody could have tried, that someone could have had blocked memories about abuse or things like that, but secrets are going to be out about some type of child abuse. That's a personal message for somebody, and that's awful if somebody was abusing children, which is why that the card was. Do you see how that keeps coming in? Child abuse, domestic abuse. If abuse was on here about with children and passive aggressive around children, drug abuse, I'm telling you, angels and ancestors play different about children. This is why Cat Williams told y'all. Nobody believes me. I'm like, all right, God let you like hang yourself, whatever. He may not let he may let you bump your head a few times, whatever, a few whatever. But when children get involved, they play different. The angels and ancestors don't play the same. Because you messing with someone's purpose and their destiny. You don't know what you're doing. You playing. So when you start playing with people's kids around people's children, you can get yourself yoked up quick. So whoever this person is, whoever this immature person was, this person was queen, there must have been children involved, and she was running her big mouth and doing things and didn't care about somebody's children. And that's what gets you fucked up in the spirit world. But if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Sorry, I said in the words of Biggie. And if you don't know, now you know. Okay? And you shed a lie to them. They probably ain't gonna watch shit. They probably gonna click off. But if you don't know, now you know. Send them this part to click. If you don't know, like click this part. If you don't know, like mommy. See, There could have been a mom involved. Again, this is mommy and children, mother, children. There could have been mother and child. Mother and child was involved. Sublimation. Oh, okay, so meditation. Somebody could be trying to meditate, side message. Someone could be meditating or reflecting. Sublimation. Someone could, maybe there was a need to do something different. Because when I say sublimation, that means instead of kicking or punching or yelling or screaming, you do something else. That's a coping skill. That's a defense mechanism. This is a defense mechanism. Sublimation is a defense mechanism. Acting out, denial, minimizing, maximizing those things. Those are all defense mechanisms. This is also one. This is a healthy one, though. This is a healthy defense mechanism. Okay, this is a healthy one. So you want to do more of that. You get upset, you get frustrated. You go do yoga. You go reach for. You go paint. You go draw. You go sing. You go dance. You calm down. You go write in your journal. You find out what made me think that. Where I get that from. Blah blah blah. Maybe you could wish this just fell. I wish I could turn back the hands of time. Maybe you feel like you wish you could turn back the hands of time. Maybe you feel like you're stupid. It says go to sleep and play for brains. Maybe you feel like I'm so stupid. Wow, especially if children were involved. Definitely someone could feel very stupid if children were involved for sure. Because it just means that, you were sublimation. Someone could be wishing they could turn back the hands of time, that they had a coping skill, that they did something different. Like, man, I should have went for a walk. I should have did this. I should have, I could have done that. Maybe someone's doing should have, would have, could have, because if I could turn, if this is like original, this is anxiety disorder. So someone's having anxiety disorder. That's like, we keep playing the past back and over and over and over again. Anxiety over past choices. That's a negative. That's mental health. You need to go to a therapist for that, to figure out how to stop. And there's exercises that you can do to stop doing that. Therapy is not just talking to the therapist about your past. We do exercises. There's certain things that we fucking do. Nobody's a therapist, so they don't know what the fuck we do behind closed doors. We're not just talking to people about their feelings. If you have a good therapist, they'll be doing things. Like the person's calling a goddamn scam. This is one of the things that somebody can do. If they like tarot, I will do tarot with them. They don't want fucking tarot. I don't do tarot with them. How the fuck is that a scam? Hunting, state land? Does it make sense? Make it make sense. That's how I know you have a cognitive distortion. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And if you don't like that, maybe you could go find a coping skill to figure out why you're mad at me. The fuck? On my face with that dumb shit. I'm tired of it. All right. Uh it's because everything's in Scorpio now. That's why. Any other time I'd be more docile. All right. This Knight of Flames, I don't know who this is, but there's somebody who's looking at this tower. Um, who's looking at the tower? There's this Knight of Flames, this fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and they're on their way to burn. I don't know. They're on their way to attack a tower, to attack a tower moment. There's an Empress. Someone did something foul to an Empress. Someone did something foul to an Empress, and someone didn't say anything about it. Someone turned their back on the Empress and didn't protect the Empress. Someone did something foul to an Empress, and someone didn't protect the Empress. This Empress is someone who, they could be older, but they have a young spirit. They're independent, they're outgoing, they may have a small dog, they may work from home or something like that. They may be wealthy or whatever. But this Knight of Daggers, this Libra, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini personality, when they were working through their air element, they weren't using their words to protect this Empress. And then we have this Knight of Flames. So yeah, I don't know. It seems like someone's looking at a tower. There's this devil here. Let me find out more about this. This is a little confusing for a second. I'm gonna clarify these two, okay? Gotta find out more because the devil's here and we have this Knight of Flames. So someone is attached to a devil who's looking at the tower. There's this Sagittarius that's looking at a tower that's happening. Someone trying to spread receipts, someone spreading everything. Um, yeah, because it's Queen of Wands. It's Queen of Flames. She's not saying anything really. She's embarrassed and she's imbalanced because of this tower. So she's planning on, like I said, saying spreading receipts. But I see like maybe this Knight of Flames trying to stop her. I think from doing that. It feels like that's what it feels like. It feels like someone's trying to stop the tower from happening. But in both instances, because something was done foul to an Empress, like in both instances, the back is turned on the Empress no matter what. See, look how it's turned out. The Empress is all by herself with something foul done to her. Does this make sense? You see, it doesn't matter how we look at it. Someone's back is turned on the empress, whether it's the same person or both people, whatever. But it feels like this codependent person, the Sagittarius, Leo, Aries personality person right here, and I'll get more clarified on that. This Knight of Flames, they're looking at burning a tower down. You know, they're coming like ready to attack it. Somebody betrayed someone. Whatever this information is, whatever this tower is, it's about a betrayal. Someone's, but and this Queen of Flames definitely would have betrayed somebody because we saw the cards earlier. These are two narcissists, so of course someone's gonna betray someone, right? Aim at ambition. Somebody wanted to be something that they weren't. So this is like wanting to be a professional athlete. So you didn't become a professional athlete. So you became a coach. You know, you became a high school coach. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Instead of becoming, you know, Beyonce's backup dancer, you open your own dance studio. That's okay. So somebody was trying to be something that they're not, right? Or they felt like they could, you know, be more, something like that. Stand by Me, the song Stand by Me could be significant. I'm not perfect, but I'm still gonna try. Somebody could want somebody to stand by them. Someone could feel like a sinner. Someone could feel like they're a sinner. Of course, these are sinners. These are sinners. Someone is a sinner. These are sinners. These are sinners. These are sinners. When you find out, when you see these two people in reverse like this, they're not an empress energy. They're not an emperor or empress energy. Then there's a high priestess energy. Then they're a sinner. That's just what it is. I don't have nothing else to tell you. That's how tarot works. We all know that they're not, and if it's inverted, so these are inverted. We all talk about the curse. Everybody's so scared of scary movies with the cross inverted, but then they go out in the world and do inverted shit. But they're not scared of the mirror. That is crazy, but they'll be scared of a card. I've seen people actually go over cards, but literally live an inverted life. But they're scared of tarot cards, but live an inverted life. Scared of scary movies, but live an inverted life. That's not scary. You don't see Key and Peele putting it in your face? That's not scary to you? Scary to me. Very scary. When I became a therapist, it was so fucking scary. I wanted to figure that shit out. It was so scary. I got a degree in I certified in personality disorders. It was so fucking scary. I started studying tarot cards. It was so scary. K and Peele see what I see. Jordan Peele, whatever his name is. he there's a reason why he was stirring that spoon like that. He was trying to tell y'all. Nobody ain't listening. Somebody listen. Thank you for the hearts in the chat. Somebody get it. Somebody get it. What? Said, look, I said somebody get it. Didn't I say somebody get it? Somebody get it. Somebody finding clarity. Okay. So we're gonna move to the next one. External influence. You have some external influence. We already found out external influences. It depends. Oh, we got some external influence. Y'all. This is a beautiful weekend. I'm enjoying it. Let's find out. I probably should pull some of my love too. I am. I'm gonna keep this out because I want to see what this person. Let's find out this tower. Let's find out. Let's be a little nose. We got time. I got time. I'll be here for a while, and y'all can play it back in increments if you want. I'm gonna upload the whole thing, and I'm not gonna do it in bite sauce pieces. I'm just gonna upload the whole thing. Tower. I want to find out what's going to happen, and then we'll move to external influences really quickly. But I do want to find out more about this tower with the love cards, just to see what they're planning on doing. I guess to you because they plan on doing these receipts. They ready. They're ready to do it. They're ready. They ready to tell everything. Or you somebody's ready to tell everything. Somebody. Okay. Yeah. Now I see why you better stop minimizing whoever you are. Starting taking things not so serious. Yo, the spirit team is on your ass, meaning that let me tell you what that means. Let me go ahead and give you a little bit of leeway. Okay. I'm gonna give you a little keys to the kingdom. Should I give them Lord? Lord say tell y'all secret. I'm gonna tell y'all secret. The longer you take to take care of whatever this is about them children, the more power that demon has over you in your life. So if apologies need to be given, if things need to have happened, the longer you take to do that, the more this motherfucker gonna have power over you. They're gonna have to have a room. They have room because remember you're a sinner. They have room. They have room. They have room in your life because remember someone who's of the light would acknowledge. They would be humble. They would say I'm sorry. They would apologize. They would make it right if they could. Right. So as long as you playing with the devil, he gonna fuck with you. He can do it. He got rain. He got rain to do it. You give him permission. He got all permission all day long. He said, "Ooh, making love to your old lady while you were out making love." That's for somebody who's making love to your old lady while you were out making love. Whose song is that? Who's making love to your old lady while you were out making love? That's a song. I don't know whose song is that. That just came out loud, loud and clear. Somebody was cheating, and now you worry about who's making love to your old lady while you out making love. That's weird. Again, they told you these songs in the 60s. People, these are repeat. People wonder why I do tarot. These are not, this ain't no scam. This no none of this, nothing new is under the sun. People been doing the same bullshit before you was born. They're gonna do it after you was born. There's a whole bunch of sinners down here. They don't care. They're evil. They like it. They enjoying it. That Queen of Wands can't wait to do some more evil shit. She trying to figure out how to do something now. Okay. Tower. Okay. I don't know what this is. Laughter, clarity, and safe place. Y'all gonna make pull more tarot on the tower? So she's gonna tell that you was laughing. For whoever need to hear this, okay? That there was laughter. That's what's gonna come out here. Somebody was laughing at some stuff. Uh-huh. Somebody was laughing at the high priestess. Someone was laughing at somebody, calling somebody crazy, probably, calling someone stupid, saying someone's they're a high priestess. They laughing at the high priestess. Somebody was laughing at the high priestess. No wonder the angels out here. Now I know why. They coming out. Now I know why. Look at that. Now I know why they laugh. Now I know why. Now I know why I was laughing. Now I know why I was laughing. Whoever has been in this reading, please put some laughing emojis in the chat. If you've been here and you seen how I laugh so goddamn hard, now I know why I'm laughing. Somebody was laughing at the high priestess, and that was Holy Spirit coming through me, getting his lick back. That's crazy. That's funny. That's for somebody. I don't know. Holy Spirit's hey, got you laughing back. Laugh, laugh, laugh. It's funny. It is funny. The laughter shared between. So somebody was laughing at the high priestess. Tell me more. Someone's got clarity about that now. A relationship from the past. Yep, yep, yep. Someone got clarity about a relationship from the past. Someone's gonna tell someone's gonna put it out there that someone was laughing. They got clarity about a relationship from the past. Uh-huh. Someone laughed. They got clarity. Somebody could have remember somebody came as a third party. So it could have been a third party relationship from the past. I don't know yet. We'll see. Mm. Yep. And that there is no they could oh my goodness. Tell me more. Tell me more. Oh, something about a relationship from the past causing confusion and leaving someone abandoned and left out. Okay. So someone is going to tell that a relationship from the past didn't work because someone was confused and left them and abandoned them and left them for another relationship. They're gonna say they left them. They're gonna say you left them for another person. The audacity of this bitch. The audacity of this motherfucker to say that to you. Whoever this is. Oh my god. When they were laughing at the high priestess ghetto cowboy, someone is gonna have to be a ghetto cowboy. I don't know who this ghetto cowboy is. Somebody wants to be a ghetto cowboy. I don't know. That's a combination for somebody. Somebody's a ghetto cowboy. Okay. So oh, what is going on? What is going on, guys? Oh my goodness. What is going on? I'm loving y'all reading. What is going on? Let's put that up here. They say you left. They gonna say somebody left them and abandoned them. And they said the high priestess is crazy. The person who knew everything. Whoever knew everything. Whoever was tapped in, they call that person crazy. They said she's crazy. She don't know what she's talking about. They literally, do you know who this is? You know who this is from Mean Girls. This is what's her name? What's the other one? The one she's like, I think it's a 99% chance it's gonna rain because our nipples were hard or some stupid shit like that, right? So maybe this person, maybe they were saying she don't know what she talking about, she crazy, she just say anything, they laughing at her. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? I love, I love it. I love it. Oh my God, somebody could be bisexual. Ah! Confirmation for somebody, someone's bisexual. I'm not bisexual, I'm a lesbian, just so anybody wants to know. So don't ask me for the guys. And why am I single? Because I'm a tarot reader and people don't like to believe in. I'm a tarot reader, I'm a therapist. It's really hard to be with a tarot reader and therapist, and I'm black. So when I meet people, they're like, especially like lesbians, they're like, oh my God, I've been looking for you. I've been looking for a black therapist. So it's really hard to date women as a lesbian and you're a therapist and stuff like that. So if you want to know why, but no, I am not bisexual. So do not go in my DMs. And no, I'm not looking, but I'm very gay. I like girls. I like studs. Water, 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 water. All right, water signs. Could be water involved. This person can make you. I don't know. That was for somebody. Side message. Anyway, so somebody's bisexual. Anyway, magnifying. Somebody could have been blowing something out. This is blowing shit out of proportion. Somebody could have been blowing shit or magnifying. But that's what narcissists do. They blow things way out of proportion. Because I do that. Ain't gonna be me. I ain't. And it's like, and I be having that calm energy. People don't like calm energy. They be wanting to be riled up. All the time. I'm riled up too, but I have a reason to be riled up. They just be riled up for no reason. So magnifying bullshit out of proportion, out of importance. Like, it's too hard. This is impossible. I can't with you. I can't do this. I would never. All those really, again, negative thinking patterns. People need to go to therapy. All right. Let's see. What is this person going to? What they want you confused about? Cheating. They want someone to, so they're gonna say someone was cheating and that they confused them about cheating and that they're confused, and they're gonna say that you're an emotional vampire and that they were loyal, somebody was loyal, and that somebody was running around rent free in someone's head, something like that. So they're gonna say you're an emotional vampire and you couldn't let them go. You was running around in somebody's head, something like that, and somebody was loyal. They was trying to be loyal to you or something like that. Let's find out more about this. Let's find out more about this. With these lies they about to fucking spit, because they about to spit some lies. They about to say you was cheating. You probably was cheating. It looks like, and these two narcissists. Somebody was cheating. I don't know who that was. Temperance. Somebody was being a follower, trying to fit in with everybody. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right. Remember, she's out here dancing, trying to be all like what she sees on TV. So maybe somebody was lost into what things look like on TikTok or Instagram, or living in a fake fantasy world, caring about what people thought, caring about appearances, really giving a fuck what people thought about them. So something about that. That's the part. I mean, a person like that will cheat. This is a cheater. Somebody will cheat. They're gonna just follow the trend, whatever everybody else is doing. If my friends they cheat, they life is fine. So I'll cheat. It ain't just that serious. Again, minimizing. That was on the board initially. This is a love reading. Someone's minimizing the level of like what cheating could do. It's not so serious. Cheating is not so serious. Again, emotional vampires don't care about cheating. This could be a burden, right? This could have caused a separation. This could have caused a lot of heaviness, right? A lot of heaviness. And again, this person could have been saying something, right? Ooh, I see what happened. So there could have been a separation between these two. This young person, oh yeah, Sagittarius energy on the board. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. Definitely big Sagittarius energy, and I see a lizard right here. Definitely big Sagittarius energy. So this is a follower, someone who's young. This could be a younger person in their 20s, right? This is a younger person who, again, Sagittarius, a young Sagittarius, a young Leo, a young Aries, somebody who's a follower. There could have been a burden, a separation between the two of them, right? Or something like that. But there's this loud mouth, this arrogant person, who's big mouth. This is again Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. This person could be overweight. This is an unlikely pair. Look at how they're showing up, and this is how they're showing up in the Mean Girls deck. So they were in a relationship together. One is immature, and one is just like a loud mouth who doesn't work out, doesn't do anything, doesn't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just spouts orders and tell people what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, why should we listen to you? Because I said so. You better listen to me. Because I'm telling you. Because I'm telling you. Because I'm telling you. You need to listen. What I say. What did I say? that could have caused a separation from this younger person who's just following, what I'm saying, just trying to be a part of the in crowd, what I'm saying, not really having any guidance because look at her, her mother wasn't really guiding her, really telling her how to show up in the world. And our father was selfish and he was doing his own thing, and so she was just like at the mercy of whatever she saw on the TV, on the internet. So this could be somebody who was a follower of trends, because that's what she was doing. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and that was a trend, so this is a follower. And so again, there could have been a burden or separation between these two people. Okay, and so that's going to be a part of the lie. So tell me about this lie. What's the burden? Something about somebody was up at night waiting. They had somebody up all night waiting for them or something like that. And something was a dead end. Somebody waited for somebody. Maybe they're up all night. I don't know, something like that. And something was supposed to be forever. Maybe somebody said that something was going as a dead end, but something maybe again, maybe they broke up. There was a separation, but maybe they up all night thinking about each other or something like that. Maybe there's a lie, like, oh, she was up thinking about me, calling me or something like that. Something about someone had a level up or a glow up. Let me talk about this level up or glow up. Okay. If I could turn back the hands of time, keeps coming back. Unwanted memory. Someone could be having unwanted memory. They're trying to suppress and trying to block out the bad things that they've done. Like they don't want to remember the things that they've done to someone or to whatever. Again, children are on the board, so I can see that. Someone could be very triggered right now. And if you're triggered, I'm letting you know that your prefrontal cortex is offline right now. Just take a deep breath, go breathe, and put your face in some cold water, do something, go walk outside, do something to breathe. Because right now I'm seeing triggered PTSD, CPTSD, ADHD, and this is factoring affecting your see I can't talk, see my prefrontal cortex, see what I'm talking about, working memory, organization, uh, controls your centers, your self awareness, and task initiation and ability to plan. This is your show. This is like your Netflix series. How you look. People always want to say I'm the main character. But if you're showing up a main character energy is narcissistic, then that means your prefrontal cortex was working in a way that maybe you don't want it to work. And so you need to go to therapy to figure out how to get it to spin the way you need it to spin. That would be exercises, right? That's therapy. For those of you who are like, what do you actually do in therapy? We get your prefrontal cortex to spin better, which is why I have a license to touch people in their brains. I don't just get to talk to people. This is why this is entertainment purposes. I have to have a consent form because I can diagnose and treat and cure. Everyone can't cure a mental health disorder. There's actually cures for that shit. Did you know that? I can cure. I can't cure everything, but I can cure some. That's a real thing. And thank you for my X-Men shirt. Thank you. It is awesome. I love it. They're gonna say someone's up all night and that someone's cheating and that someone said they was gonna be forever with them and yeah, that they assumed, they said they're gonna say they assume, they can't be a mind reader, they're trying to read your mind, they just assume something about they made a snap judgment and maybe they didn't think it through. They're gonna lie and say they didn't think it through very well. They're gonna say that, they just someone want to paint the town red. You just want to go have a good time. You just want somebody want to paint the town red, just want to have a good time, just want to, chill and paint the town red, just have a good time. And that somebody same day we'll be together, that you'll say something we'll be together, that y'all have a good time, y'all be together, y'all gonna paint the town red, y'all just gonna go everywhere and do everything together. And that and that there was you somebody like somebody's gonna let them teach them, someone's gonna be a teacher, someone's gonna learn from someone and teach someone something. Confirmation. Somebody could have been a thug, or more like, from the street life, and somebody was gonna teach a street person, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna teach them how to really, what I'm saying, dress themselves up and, be better, what I'm saying, be a better person. So they're not, come out here looking so thuggish, you know what I'm saying, look like a thug or something like that. Something like that. I'm gonna teach you better, so you won't look, all like, something like a thug. Um, Something about something being unfair. That's a side message for somebody. Gather more information. Someone should have gathered more information. Side message. Something was definitely unfair. Someone detached from something. Detachment. Someone detached from something and hell lost another one. So someone could be waking up from and having an ego death. So they're gonna say basically the same thing that every liar says, that you promised them the world and you took it from them. Okay, that's what they're gonna say. All right. What is gonna be the external influence to this? Because I feel like that's crazy. Oh, safe place, sorry. And safe place, let me clarify that. Because that's the tower. That's what's behind what they're gonna say. So we saw safe place, right? So you could feel they're gonna say that they thought you were a safe place and that you abandoned them and that you abandoned them. They're gonna say they were just trying to work. They're gonna say they're telling nothing but the truth. They're gonna say they're not lying. They're gonna say they just want to, rise and grind and go to work. Thank you. They're gonna say that you were thirsty, that you were doing sex magic on them or something like that. Somebody was doing sex magic on them. They're gonna say something about somebody's being thirsty. I don't know. They're gonna say they was just curious. Somebody was just curious. I don't know if they're gonna say you were curious or they were curious or something. Somebody was just curious. They weren't sure. They was curious. Somebody was like, what if this? So let me tell you more about this curious. What were they curious about? What was somebody's curious? Somebody was curious about something. And tell me more about the sex magic. Sex magic. Sex magic. Somebody's higher self may have told them about sex magic or something like that. Your higher self may have told you, I don't know, something about sex magic and thirsty. I don't know. Tell me more about that. What it was. Tell me, clarify this stuff to me. Mm. It says family and friends. This person could be a family and friend. I hope you're not having sex with your family. Sex magic and family and friends. I hope you're not having this person could be close like a friend and family. Ugh, narcissists do all kind of weird shit, so I'm not surprised. They do weird shit, bro. The support of your family and friends may help you strengthen yourself. So something about oh, they're gonna say so something around sex. They're not gonna take accountability. They're gonna say they listen to their they're gonna say something about listening to their higher selves, about not listening to family and friends or not something. I think they're gonna spin the story, guys. I think I'm gonna spin the story. They're gonna spin the story and say that they should listen to their higher self and their family and friends and something about a relationship, something about a marriage. They could have been married, something about they being married or in or a union. They're gonna say something about a reconciliation with family and friends, something that they shouldn't have reconciled. There's a reconciliation. I don't know whose reading this is. There's a reconciliation with like family and friends. I gotta find out more with that one, but they're gonna say their higher self. Remember, divination is confirmation, so this should be a confirmation for sure for somebody. And look, is she out here? I can't make this up. She's right here next to it. So this person's going to this loudmouth is going to say this. I'm this is true. This is true. This loudmouth is going to say this. This Queen of Wands. She's going to say her higher self. She's going to tell that lie. I think it is. You find out more. I'm feeling sick too, so that means she probably somebody's sick. Somebody could be feeling sick to their stomach. She's gonna say her heart, no matter what, how dark or muddy my path is, is trusted the guidance. Yeah, she's gonna say she trusted in her higher self. He or she, whoever this is, Queen of Wands, this big mouth. She's gonna say she shouldn't listen. She should have listened to her higher self because she didn't get justice. Because something's unfair. Because a relationship is over. She didn't get what she wanted. So she's gonna say she should listen to her higher self, you know, and she shouldn't listen to her friends to reconcile with you. She shouldn't have said she shouldn't have gave you an offer. She should have given you no love at all. There's something about a marriage that there's something about a divine union, something about I think she wanna call their husband and get back together, child. Whoever this is, I don't know who this is. They want to go back home, child. Look like it. Now hell, they ain't no happy home either. Whatever that is, might have cut. Something about taking account. Oh, I don't know what that is, child. I'll pull that again. Let me find out more. Tell me about this accountability and divine union. She's gonna tell something about a marriage or relationship. He or she, whoever this is, something about accountability. They haven't taken. I don't think they taken accountability yet. They're gonna say something. What is it? What are they gonna say about this accountability? I'm sorry, guys. I gotta figure this out. What are they gonna? There's something that they're like. They're gonna say I shouldn't have offered. I shouldn't have offered reconciliation to you. And I shouldn't have offered my money. They're gonna say they should have gave you their money. They're gonna try to take it. They they gonna say they should listen to their higher self and not offered you a new beginning. Instead, they offered you a new beginning. Again, they didn't listen to themselves. They're gonna keep saying, "I didn't listen to myself." They're gonna keep saying the same. They're gonna be saying the same script over and over. I didn't listen to myself. I didn't listen to myself. They're gonna say they didn't listen to their higher self. I didn't listen to myself. I will listen to myself. I was listening to myself. They're gonna try to sound. They're gonna try to. They're gonna try to sound like they're wise. They're gonna try to sound like they're wise. Yo, this is a copycat motherfucker. I know who this is. This is a copycat. I know a copycat when I see one. This is somebody who likes to talk like they're I am my higher self, my lower self. They try to have my kind of verbiage like my verbiage. They like to use language that I use, but they don't know what the fuck they talking about, bro. They don't know what they're talking about. See this loud mouth? They just spout. They're gonna say that I should listen to my higher self. I should listen to my higher self. My higher self told me I should have listened to this. I should have never started. And this is my something told me. Something told me. This is the most something told me motherfucker ever. They're gonna say they shouldn't have gave you their time. They shouldn't have offered you no love, and they're not gonna take accountability in reverse. They're not, and they are look like they're going back home to their person. Whatever marriage or relationship they're in or whatever union they're in, they are not going to take accountability in that shit over there, and they ain't going to take accountability with you either. They feel like they should have never done whatever this is. I think. What else? Mm-mm. They say they are not. They're gonna say that they're not stuck on you. They're not stuck. They're not stuck in anything. They're not stuck in this relationship. So even if they're stuck in a marriage, they don't feel like they're stuck in a marriage either. They don't feel like they're stuck in anything. They feel like they're just not. They're just not. They're not surrendering to a marriage. They ain't surrendering to whoever they with. They ain't surrendering to you. They're not surrendering to nobody. They're on their way. What are they on their way to do? They're headed directly towards something. What are they heading towards? Oof, they went towards a lot of burdens. And just so y'all know, they got a lot of burdens coming their way. They may not think they do. Anyway, they're gonna say that you were a heavy burden. They're gonna say that you came to them, that you came to them, you could have written a car, that you drove your car to them, that you came to them for a new relationship. They said you came to them for a new relationship. They're going to tell everybody that you came to them. You did that. You came to them. They're going to have that over your head. So just go ahead and get ready. They're going to have this over your head. This is okay. That's they one up. That's why they're such a big mouth. That's why you don't play with the devil, because the devil's going to have confirmation. The devil's ever seen the devil's advocate? That's why you don't play with the devil. That's why you don't do that, because he's gonna have one. Now they got one on you. So now you gotta sit here with the Sagittarius energy and alchemize that shit, right? Probably drinking, trying to figure out how to stupid knucklehead, it was dumb, what was I doing? Stuffing up stupid bitches, dealing with her, what was I dealing with her? You know? Why was he even dating he was with what's her name? Regina George. He was dating Regina George, you know? This is like a sloppy older version of an unhealed Regina George, right? This is Regina George when she loses all her hair, you know what I'm saying? And has to cut it all off, you feel me? Anyway, this person's gonna say that you came to them. You came to them and you caused them a burden. And they should listen to themselves because of what you gave them. You caused them a burden. You did that. Okay. And they're gonna say that they let you go. They had to surrender, had to let it go. They're not gonna take accountability for anything. They're just gonna say I had to let it go, and that they're not thinking about it. They're not gonna be pressed about it. They're like, I'm not stuck on this person at all. They're not a hangman. They're gonna say I'm not stuck on them. I don't care. I'm not stuck. It doesn't matter to me. They're gonna be in this I don't care energy. I'm not stuck on it. So that's what a lot they're gonna tell. Tell me more. They're just gonna watch you from the shadows. They're not gonna go away. They may be quiet, but they're gonna just watch. They're just gonna watch you from the shadows, watch you from behind, watch you from afar, see what you're doing, coming behind the veil, like what's going on? Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, thinking about what to say, how they're going to communicate, what they're, again, this person just may start stalking and watching out the shadows, or they may say that you stalk them. So what they're going to do is they're going to paint everybody in the picture as doing the right thing. Okay. Just so you know, the lie they're going to tell is everyone had to protect themselves. Boy, if the devil ain't a liar and the truth ain't in him, I don't motherfucking know what. Boy, if the devil ain't a liar, if the devil ain't a liar, this person is gonna lie and say everyone just had to protect themselves. You know, you know, you came to them because of Queen of Wands, somebody that was manipulative, not manipulative, but somebody was watching and stalking, and they had to. What's this over here? They had to surrender. What's this? They had to put it up over here. You were a burden. You came in, being very reckless, trying to, be very like, oh, look at me. I'm so handsome. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. Someone who's, very passionate, someone who has drive, someone's ambitious. Like, you came in like this, but that was just too much. It's a heavy burden. They tried to reconcile with you. They tried to reconcile with you, but whatever, that's just was something which is too much of a burden. They should just listen to themselves about that. I think the lie they want to tell is so that they don't look so bad. That's what it feels like. It's like everyone doesn't look so bad, because what I feel here is they're coming out here. They're gonna tell people that they had to protect themselves, and they're having to protect themselves. So they may be they're gonna tell people they had to protect themselves with their words. They had to say what they had to say. They had to be defensive. And stand up to somebody or something. Um, I think they see you going towards this Queen of Swords. This could be a Gemini or um Aquarius or Libra. They see you going towards that. So they're gonna say that you're going towards that now, and that it was a burden being with you, this King of Wands. That you may be a lot of energy or something like that. And they're here, and everyone, and they're in the masculine energy. Two people are in masculine energy. I want to find out more about what they're gonna say about that, and then I'm gonna go to the potential outcome. Okay, then we'll go to the potential outcome. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. What it? Because I see the lie they're gonna say is they should listen. They should listen to their higher selves. Let's recap. They should listen to their higher selves about not starting this new relationship, this new beginning that you came and asked for. You came and offered this saying, "Hey, I want a new beginning" or something like that. And then now you're going towards this Queen of Swords, but you're not saying anything, or something about you're not somebody not saying anything, or they're not saying anything. They're going to say that you didn't say anything, or you're not saying anything to this Queen of Swords, who's watching or looking or something like that. But you're not talking. Someone's not talking, or they're not talking to someone. They're gonna say that it was too hard being with you because you couldn't reflect. They couldn't. You couldn't see yourself, and they're gonna say that they're going on a new adventure. They're just leaving. They're just going to go with their life and move on to a new direction, and they're just gonna move on. Like nothing ever happened. I just want to leave everything behind. They just want to walk away from you. They just want to leave everything behind, and like nothing ever happened, type of thing. Um, they want to be a leader now. They want to be a speaker now. So they want to lead. They want to teach people now. They want to be like Oprah. They feel like they learned something. Yeah, they're a loser. They feel like they learned something. They want to speak and tell people things. They feel like they overcame. They feel like they're not having fun. They want to have fun. They feel like they're not living their dreams. So they want to be, they want to have a platform and they want to speak or something like that. They want to be a speaker of some sort. They want to be on the microphone. Yeah, they want to speak about deep intimacy now. So they feel like they're qualified to talk about deep intimacy and relationships now, and how to understand feelings and emotional closeness. They feel like they're qualified now to talk about that now. They want to have more fun. Tell me about the fun. Oh, they want to date. Yeah, they want to talk. They want to have fun. They want to get back out there. They want to just have a good time. You know, they don't want to. All this is a lot for them. You know, all the shit that you got going on is a lot. You know what I'm saying? And they want to live. They want to live their dreams. They're not dreaming how they want to. Oh, they want to communicate. They want to have a conversation. Oh, I think they want to have a conversation about breaking free from you. Yeah, they feel like they feel like you're not love at first sight. They feel like it's not really a mischance. Like, you know, they want to communicate that they want to be free and they want to go their separate ways too, or something like that. Or maybe you want to communicate, somebody wants to communicate, they want to be free, they want to separate. A conversation's on the rise and someone's planning to reach out and express to be ready for yourself. When you can be your truest selves, we are able to really truly love. Something about something not being a mischance and not love at first sight. I don't know if you feel like that about them or they feel like that about you, but it's coming out here where someone says something's not a mischance, it's not love at first sight. Um, yeah. Something about the Empress. So this person's an Empress in reverse. They don't feel like you may not feel like that they're in love at first sight. They're coming out here as like this is somebody that you not fall in love with at first sight. This is the Empress in reverse. Love at first sight in reverse. Right. So this is somebody that they don't feel like that you fell in love with them at first sight or something like that. Maybe they dream of being someone fall in love with them at first sight. As soon as they see them, they fall in love with them. Maybe they want that experience and they never had it. Maybe they dream of someone falling. I've had it before. It's a beautiful experience. Love at first night is a beautiful experience. Maybe they want that love at first sight experience. There's something about something being a mischance. Maybe they feel like they missed their chance and they want a chance. They want a chance at it too, something like that. Maybe this is like I want to get out here, I want to have fun. Maybe they're ready to cut you loose because they want this. They want happiness. They want fun. So you know they could have kind of came in as a third party between your fun, but now that you're not having fun, they don't want to have fun. That it's like man, they're narcissists. It makes sense. They make sense as selfish people. They do selfish things. We have the five of daggers in reverse. So again, there could have been something that was, you know, coming up here being very, feeling very, what's the word for it? Feeling, very silly, very, guilty, very, immature behavior, you know. Um, Something about something being immature and being young or you know think about that that she was trying to be sexy and she drunk too much and it was weird I don't know if she was trying to have sexy time with him but she was trying to make out with him. Maybe the make out session was weird and it felt weird, it felt strange. Maybe somebody was trying to have sexy time with somebody and it felt so weird, felt so awkward, and like it's a mischance, like ugh, like maybe something about that, something about hooking up didn't feel right. It didn't look good. It didn't feel good. Something was awkward about it. It's an awkward moment. And maybe someone's dreaming of a moment where it's not awkward. You know, they're looking for they maybe they want a chance where their sexy time doesn't feel awkward. Maybe they're looking for like this pizzazz something to be amazing. Wear it on him, put it on him because she thought she was gonna put it on him. She had got dressed up and everything. She got ready and it ended up being a bust. Like, somebody was like, look at you. Let me go. I'm just gonna go home. And someone's feeling like, they don't want to miss their chance at maybe it was a mischance or something like that. And then we have the dream state. As I said, someone's dreaming of that, dreaming of courting, dreaming of going out on a date, something like that. Okay. Last piece. Let's talk about your clarifier. I got the sun card down here. Somebody could be doing candle magic. I don't know who's doing candle magic. Please don't do candle magic, y'all. Stop it. Someone's trying to do candle magic for a brand new beginning or to feel happy. If you're doing candle magic on yourself to like, I'm happy or something like that's great. Do that for yourself. Don't do it on nobody else. All right. Last one, potential outcome. What's the potential outcome? The potential outcome is you'll be less triggered. Thank God. So this is good. Potential outcome. Maybe you'll be an influencer. Maybe you're watching an influencer. Maybe an influencer's not triggering you anymore. Hopefully, I'm not triggering you anymore. Maybe you get something to eat. I know I'm about to get something to eat. I need to find something to eat. Okay, potential outcome. We have justice in reverse. I don't think something's gonna be fair. You may experience a level of injustice, but that makes sense because the hierophant was out here. So, if children were involved and things like that, God is okay with shooting you the fair one. So, if you feel like you're going to get done wrong or something's unfair and injustice, sometimes injustice is fairness in spiritual court, especially if cheating was involved and children were involved. The sun card came out. See, I told you it'd be all right. Sometimes getting your punishment in court is still a good thing because it allows you to correction is good. It's okay to be corrected by the Holy Spirit. Again, if children were involved, just accept the part where you're like, oh yeah, the kids were around. Oh yeah, the kids were, yeah, okay, that makes sense why their spirit team came and said something, broke that up. That makes sense, Make it make sense. See, a public breakup, something very powerful union, a very strong emotional connection that was over. Okay, let's talk about the potential outcome. What's the potential outcome? Let's see what it sees. Potential outcome. I see a breakup over. So maybe somebody's getting back together. See a breakup in reverse. Exciting news. You could be getting some exciting news or saying some exciting news. It says good news is coming your way, whether it be a pregnancy or engagement or moving in together to get excited to celebrate. So definitely see you guys come back together. Something's going to start going fast. Things may have been slow between you and your partner, but I do see it going faster now. There's going to be devotion here. Be very devoted to each other. It says a dedicated partner whose love is unconditional and eternal. Potential outcome. Devotion again. A lot of devotion between you two. Um, oh wow. Someone's letting go of control issues. Someone's being patient. And someone has a lot of attraction. A captivating energy makes you attractive. You wear a confidence well. So your partner may be very confident and you may love their confidence. And you may be very, very patient in letting go of control issues and ways that you are controlling. Tell me more potential outcome. Magnetic soul, you maybe feel drawn to each other. Soulmate, a person you were inquiring about is your soulmate. Confirmation. What's the potential outcome? Attraction. Again, this keeps coming out. This person, you say you're very attracted to their confidence. Secret song, you guys may have music that you share between each other. They may sing, you may sing, you guys like music, you may really the dance together, or love dancing together, or something like that. Building future. That's the potential. You guys may be building a future together. Not you and the karmic, you and your soulmate. Somebody wants to make an offer. Someone needs to make a choice. Somebody has an offer they want to make. They just need to make a phone call and make a choice. They can have choices that they need to make. Someone still needs to take accountability. Somebody needs to make a phone call and take accountability. Someone could feel like they're weak. They're lacking internal strength. Remember, ease on down the road, the yellow brick road, the lion, courage, the scarecrow. He wanted brains. Tin Man, what he wanted? He wanted a heart. Oh, the lion wanted a heart. Yeah, Scarecrow wanted to be brave, right? And then Tin Man, he wanted something. I forget. Brains, heart, something. I think Scarecrow's brain, something. Whatever what you need. Maybe you're having a hard time reflecting. Get some reflection, okay? See yourself. I don't know. Something about reflecting, seeing yourself for who you are. You really want this, again, I don't know. This is the Ten of Cups, something, a wish fulfillment, something that you really want this over. How can you get it back? What's the block energy? That's what we're talking about, right? Because the potential outcome. Sweet song. Maybe play. I don't know. Maybe send a song or something. Shit, I don't know. I don't know. It's just 10 a cup sweet song. It says soulmates often find music to it says soulmates often use music and songs as a telepathic aid in order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. Maybe you should share a song with them or something about how you feel. I don't know. And it says emotional support. It says now's the time to check in with your emotions and your partner's thoughts and feelings. So you're being guided to check in with them and reflect on how you're looking and how, I guess, yeah, reflect on how things are looking to you, how you're coming up here to be successful in relationships and move into like, this is how do I look? What's going on with me? Seeing yourself for who you are, how you've been behaving, how you've been acting, how you've been moving in life. And this could take a lot of strength. This could, think about what it takes to be like this, to get up a microphone and stand up and sing and not care what anybody thinks about your performance. This is in reverse. So maybe you care about what people think about you. Maybe you care what this person's going to think about you. Getting to know each other. Maybe you're scared to see what they're going to think about you. It's hard to feel like, you don't know how to get to know each other. Maybe you're struggling on how to get to know. Maybe you feel like maybe they don't want to get to know you, or maybe you don't know if they'll get to know you or something like that. Maybe you feel weak about that. I don't know. About the breakup. Maybe you feel weak about the breakup. Maybe you broke up with them or they break up with you and you don't know if they want to get to know you again. Maybe you don't know if they want to do that. What does that person feel about them? What is the person? Well, okay, so I'll ask, what is that? Because y'all have a lot of anxiety, memories. You could be making memories. I think you would be annoying them or something like that. Maybe you're annoying them or they annoying you or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. What does this person think? What does the viewer's person think? What does the viewer's person think? Ultimately, they don't want to fight. Um, your person, they think about the breakup. They think that they don't really got nothing to say. If I'm being honest with you, it seems like they gotten over a lot of it. Um, if I'm being completely honest with you, we have the Seven of Swords, Seven of Daggers in reverse. So whatever it is that happened to make them feel ashamed or feel weird or feel cast out, they don't really got a lot, nothing. They don't really care about it. They don't have a lot of passion towards it. They have put no energy towards that shit. And the manipulation, the setup to make someone jealous, to make someone chase. They they let go of whatever it was that was done to make them feel, betrayed, rejected, cast out. They just let that go, and whatever made them feel something about outdated thinking. Someone could have had outdated thinking, like backwards thinking, like all men do this and all women do that. It's like Jesus only loves, he doesn't love the gays and the Jews, right? That's what they said in the movie. And so this is like people, all women cheat, all men do this. My ex just always said that all women cheat, all bitches ain't shit. That was her favorite thing. So you could have been somebody who said all women, all this, all whatever. That's for somebody. That is a real thing. People do that. And not even just that. Again, I worked in the prisons. I worked in mental health. People say that all this is called overgeneralizing. All men, nobody will ever, always, everyone. This is where that the Christians and the Jews is where it comes from. So we call it outdated backwards thinking. So this person didn't really have anything to say about this outdated backwards thinking, right? They just shut up about it, right? And then we have this chariot here. So looks like they just let go of the burden and they decided to not, they stopped moving that direction. Look, the Knight of Daggers. They stopped themselves from moving to your direction and they just refused to fight with you. That's what they think about the breakup. If you want to know, they just refuse to fight with you. There is nothing underlying here. I'm just being honest with you. Let's pull more. Yeah, whatever it was that happened to make them feel betrayed, like they don't belong, it made them lose the butterflies in their stomach for you. They lost like the attraction. Um, they slowed down their feelings and love or whatever it says. Just because you want something so bad doesn't mean you have to rush to it. Take a moment to talk to your partner. So it's like they were trying to slow down and just talk, but it looks like they didn't say, they just quieted down whatever happened. Whatever that happened to make them feel rejected, they just slowed down and took in to take in some time to see what you were gonna say. Look how she's waiting for him to talk, She's waiting for communication. But this backwards thinking, this Jesus only love hates the Jesus or whatever, right? They found that thinking, that backwards thinking annoying. So that outdated performance, that outdated thinking, that backwards old world thinking, they found that to be annoying and they didn't want to serve you anymore or be a part of that. They didn't want to be of service and give to that relationship anymore. And so they came with the Knight of Daggers and they stopped themselves. Yeah, he's stopping the car, stopping themselves from moving forward into that relationship. That's what it looks like. Tell me more. And then here, where they not fighting, they didn't want to have a competition. They didn't want to fight, no challenges. This is the five of flames in reverse. So they didn't weren't trying to compete or fight with anybody. If there was a third party, they definitely were not going to compete with a motherfucking third party. I would never compete with a third party. You can have her or him. Well, for me, it's going to be her, but you can have him. You can have him. Hangman in reverse. Okay. Yeah, this person refused, your partner refused to be stuck. So if there's a third party, they stopped themselves from going to your direction. They thought that the way you thought was backwards and outdated. And so they just found it annoying. And so they just stopped themselves from moving that direction. There's nothing else. They were listening and reflecting and they didn't want to fight. They wanted to listen and reflect. Sometimes what a person needs is not a wise mind that speaks, but but a patient heart. So it looks like they were trying to be patient. They stopped themselves and were trying to be very patient and listen and reflect on what you were saying. And again, like I said, they found it annoying what you were saying, but they still were listening to what you were saying. And they found that you had control issues or there were control issues there. So they just stopped themselves, hangman in reverse. They just said, I'm not going to be stagnant or stuck. I'm not going to hang myself and act like I have no other options and I just have to be here and there's nothing else for me to do. So this person just kept it moving. Looks like what did they do? What have they been doing since the what have they been doing? Um, they have been thinking about the breakup, it looks like. Looks like they've been thinking about that, thinking about the separation. They slowed down because of the manipulation and the lies and the trickery. They saw through it. They didn't chase you. See, we have the seven of in reverse. They didn't chase. So they were like, I'm not gonna chase, slow down. They slowed down with the slow down card to confirm it. They could have felt embarrassed about whatever happened, which made them slow down. They came out of it though, whatever this embarrassment, and they got over it. Um, with the five of reverse, they may have felt that something was weird or strange. Someone may have been done weird things sexually, kissing a hot dog, making out with a hot dog. So someone could have been doing some experimenting with things sexually with other people or something like that. And maybe they were like, well, let me slow down. I don't know what's going on over here, or maybe something like that. Maybe someone was betraying them on that type of time, or maybe they thought somebody was being weird, because we have a lot of weird energy on the board. This is weird. They have weird beliefs that don't serve anybody. They're actually very controlling beliefs. They're controlling who gets into heaven and who doesn't get into heaven, who deserves to be loved, who doesn't deserve to be loved. So maybe somebody was saying, oh, they don't deserve my love. Everyone deserves love. And they don't deserve my love. That kind of means type of thing. Everyone deserves love. I had this is a true story. This is recently. My sister, my only allowed sister, told me she's not her job to protect me, which I wasn't asking her to protect me. She just said it's completely unrelated. But I thought it was weird because you're my sister. I thought it would be your job to always protect me. I know you're a human. You're like, and it's crazy. Like, aren't you a part of like sisterhood stuff? Like, I'm just so weird. So again, people feel like they deserve like these people. They love who they want to love. Their love is limited. This is a conditional love. This is not real love. That's not the love of Christ. And the person may have found that type of love or that type of thinking very annoying, showing up with transactional love, right? And again, there's this weird behavior here, making out with the hot dog. She's like, only did that one time, you know? Okay. So let me see what your person is annoyed about. They're annoyed about, see, yeah, judgment wasn't called. So again, this weird, outdated, backwards thinking. They feel like, is judgmental, and the judgment needs to be called on that type of thinking. It's backwards, it's outdated. Confirmation doesn't serve anybody. It doesn't make sense. It's not showing love. It's isolated. Look, they're isolated from the world, too isolated. Jesus only loves the certain people. Everybody else has to burn in the lake of fire, you know. That's judgmental. So this person's annoyed by the judgmental behavior, the judgmental thoughts, judgmental beliefs. This person's annoyed by that. Okay. All right. So, like I said, they stopped themselves from coming to your direction. They start listening and reflecting. They didn't want to fight. That's why they stopped coming to the direction. They were looking for a new beginning. So they just started looking for a new beginning right away. So they just listened and reflect. They stopped themselves and they said, oh, I want a new beginning. I don't want that. Yep. And they came here. They came up as a sweetheart. They cherished the memories that you guys had, and they cherish the memories. Like, thank you for the memories. It's sad. I think they're feeling a lot of loss behind it. It's not a cherishing, but they ultimately just feel like, it is what it is. Yeah, they feel like, see, the Hierophant came out here again. See, an angel came in, an angel of the Lord came in and stepped in and said, this is what it is. The Hierophant came out here twice. So, you know, there's nothing really hidden. The Hierophant like knew all the plays. They knew what's gonna happen. So this person could be the Hierophant. They may have known everything that was gonna happen. They may be, a spiritualist themselves, the Hierophant coming out here, traditions. They may understand, this is talks about a very close relationship with the divine. They know the plan. So maybe this person may have seen everything and seen the plan. Again, this makes sense, right? Confirmation with the Seven of Swords. Remember, they didn't chase, so maybe they saw the plan. But the Hierophant here is like, I'm not gonna chase this shit. I am not. This is dumb. I see the plan. The plan doesn't make sense. Okay, because this was a plan. Look, these idiots came up with a plan, and look how he's looking. He doesn't care. Okay. Damn, fighting again. That came out. Something about a fight. Tell me more about this disagreement, this heavy, there's a lot of gaslighting manipulation, this chaos, this chaos. Tell me about this chaos. Your person doesn't do chaos. They refuse to go towards it. Look how they're looking at it. They're not gonna roll there. I think they feel like they may have a handicap themselves. They may have a disability. That's why they're looking at the chaos like, I'm not going towards that shit. That looks like a lot. So it could have been about a chaos that they were looking at, and they're like, I don't want to go there. Yeah. Looks like it was causing a lot of burdens for them. It's a very heavy burden. Yeah. There could have been a lot of confusion, manipulating, backstabbing, betrayal, someone making someone sound like someone's causing problems, someone on the phone, creating storylines, creating false narratives, telling lies, telling stories, being manipulative, causing issues between two people that doesn't have to exist, creating stuff that doesn't, like, just making up shit, just making up shit, coming from lying, become third party. So again, this person found that the lies, the manipulation, the third parties, the people making up stories and stuff, third parties making up stories is what I'm picking up. Third parties lying, third party energy being a part of something, whatever, something more. And the lovers, right, causing a breakup. This person feels like third parties were on the phone in someone's ear, causing a breakup. Okay, that's it. They feel like that your person feels like other people's in your ear on the phone, being a third party, causing a breakup. Tell me more about the lovers in reverse. Yep, people were judging. People were judging the lovers. They're being judgmental. Somebody was looking at probably the empress more than likely, or looking at whoever the person's partner was. They're judging themselves, looking at their body, looking versus their body, looking at this person's hair versus their hair, and they put themselves in chains, trying to chain that person to their beliefs, trying to make them be like them. So they could have been giving some advice about this person, saying things, being judgmental, putting out false narratives about this person being very judgmental, trying to bind them to what they're binded to. This is the stuff that she lied about, the stuff that she actually does. The stuff that she had called that girl mom getting shit stuff, the stuff that she actually does. She was lying. She was doing the stuff that she was telling she actually does. It's a liar. That's yes. This is a narc. This is a narcissist that we're talking about. Or we already saw it on the board early. We already saw it. This is just somebody who's just that's full of darkness. They like to cause problems. They insecure, and they want other people to be just as insecure as they are. You said she wants somebody to be just as insecure as she is. She want her to be chained too. Judgment. This person feels like you lack knowledge. Maybe you don't. They feel like you don't read enough. They feel like that you're not enlightened. Somebody feels, the lovers. Somebody, I clarified that. Let me go back into the. That was the daggers. Let's go on to the Three of Cups. No, that was the lover that said. Clarify the Five of Daggers. Release the potential outcome. So you're releasing this. So whatever this was that this person got started, this shit that got going on, you're being get asked for help, get rescue, get help, reach for help, reach for a hand, reach for help. You know, to clarify, you could have reached for help. You could have reached for help for this person. I don't know. Your person thinks that you look for help from that person, or somebody like that person helped you. So they feel like this somebody helped you. They feel like that you don't desire that like this third party is non-desirable, or something about is lust in reverse or desire in reverse. They feel like this person's not desirable. So if you did cheat with somebody, they feel like this person's not desirable, or there's no passion there or something like that. That's what they feel about it. They feel like this person is a gift to you. Why do they feel like it's a gift? They feel like it's a gift because you didn't trust. Ooh, shit, that's disrespectful. Your person feels like this person was a gift to you because you didn't trust them. They feel like you're getting your crown now. Now you know. Now you know. They feel like now you know you can get some celestial ancient knowledge now because now you understand. Because apparently you didn't trust something before. You weren't ready to come out of your cocoon and fly like a butterfly and things like that. So whoever it is, who that third party connection, your person's like, good. I'm happy that that happened to you because you were trusting. Um, Tell me more about the judgment. Tell me about the lovers. They may be unplugged. They may not be, really plugged into the internet and the world these days. They may become like on their own in nature, doing their own thing. Maybe they just unplugged from everybody after all this. Tell me more. They could be focused on their land and their family. This could be a same-sex relationship. They could be focused on themselves and their children if they have any children. This could be definitely LGBTQ friendly reading, confirmation for somebody. They could be transforming and being their authentic self, just being who they are. What do they feel about the collective? They feel like you need to take accountability for what you've done. What else? They feel like you're not they feel like you're not suffering. They feel like you're not burdened. They feel like you're good. They feel like, um, I take that back. They feel like you're not happy, but they feel like you're being stubborn. They feel like you're just being stubborn and that things didn't work out for you and that you're not having fun, but you're being stubborn and you're not taking accountability. They feel like they haven't heard from you. The wheel of fortune's not in your favor. They feel like they don't know. Maybe the wheel of fortune's not in your favor. They feel like you're being stubborn and not talking to you. They don't know. There's no communication really. There's the wheel of fortune reverse. They're all on the phone talking, no communication. So maybe they haven't heard from you. Maybe they haven't heard anything from the grapevine. Maybe they don't know anything about what's going on with you. Um, the page of plastics. They think that you're easily that you're easily your follower, that somebody can just compliment you easily, and then you're like, "Oh, really? Oh, yeah, thank you." Remember, she's like, "That's the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen," and she's all happy and smiling just because Regina George gave her a compliment. Meanwhile, Regina George is a whole itch and doesn't even like her. She just said something just to prove to Katie, how much control she has over someone's personality and how they behave. So you could be somebody who, when people give you compliments and tell you how lovely you look or something like that, maybe it goes to your head and you're just like so happy that this person gave, noticed you. So maybe the person feels like you're easily complimented, easily something like that, and you need to take accountability for that. But I see you as like, young and like I said, stable, but maybe a little gullible, Um, they feel like you're not having fun and you didn't learn your lesson. They feel like you haven't learned a lesson yet. They feel like you're stubborn and you haven't given justice, there's no justice, that there's some justice, and that you're being stubborn and that you're standing on justice. Like maybe this, you feel like this is fair. They feel like you're stubborn and you feel like everything is fair. Yeah. They feel like you think that everything is fair and that you just kept going like nothing ever happened. They feel like you just kept going on with your life like nothing ever happened, and that you're stubborn enough to really feel like you won, like you have just like this is good, like this is justice. They feel like you haven't learned your lesson though. They just feel like you're arrogant asshole who doesn't learn anything, who doesn't play fair, or who just keeps going on with the show like nothing ever happened, even though shit's not going in your favor. Your person just wants to live a simple life. They may love music. They may just be very simple, very easygoing, very NDRE kind of energy, very soulful. This person just wants to be simple. They don't have, they just want to chill out. They may like the city life. They may, be a singer, be grounded, sitting, they like music, something like that. This person is thinking about taking action or taking action towards healing. Your person's just healing from all of this. They feel like you being stubborn. They're just healing from you being stubborn and you not giving them any justice, or you thinking that that's okay. Whatever you did or done, the fact that you think it's okay, they're just like, okay, they're healing from that. Like, they think it's okay what they did to me. Then they think it's okay what they did to me. They're healing. They feel like they didn't have good boundaries with you. So they're trying to heal boundaries. They feel like they need, they're still working on boundaries. They feel like and they're taking a lot of action on healing their boundaries. Look, they're very focused on healing themselves from what has happened. I feel like they're trying not to personalize. You may have made them feel like they're not good enough, but they may have felt like they weren't good enough at one time. So they're trying not to personalize, feeling they're good. They may have some self hatred or feel like they're not good enough now, but they try again. They're really working on that with the simplistic. I see them healing it. So they're trying to, they're not good enough. They're just trying to live a simple life so that they don't have to compare themselves to others. Um, emotional vampire. They may feel like, because it's coming up on accountability, they feel like they fell in love with an emotional vampire. They feel like you were an emotional vampire. And they feel like they got with you because they didn't feel like they were good enough. They feel like they are with you. They got with you because they didn't feel good enough. This person could be Jewish or be, very strong. They could just have very strong religious belief. They don't have to be Jewish, but they could just have very strong religious belief or spiritual beliefs, or very closely walk with Yeshua, if you will, something like that. Tell me more about this action. And they could be taking action towards their faith. They could be like, really focusing on their faith. Um, they could be thinking it's way too late. Why apologize? They feel like you're not gonna apologize way too late. They feel like it's way too late. You're never gonna apologize. So they're not gonna. They feel like it'll be a mirage to think that you're gonna apologize. They don't think they're ever gonna see, if you're out in the desert, you see a mirage, it's like it's not really there. So they feel like seeing you apologize is a mirage. It's never gonna happen. They feel like you are a gaslighter, a manipulator. They feel like you're a liar and that you suck. Somebody's a hater, someone's a liar, someone's a manipulator. They feel like they were manipulated. That's why they're trying to heal it. That's the action they're taking. They're working on that. They feel like either they had or somebody had black and white thinking. Someone was delusional. They could have felt like they were delusional. They could have felt like they, there was manipulation done. Tell me more about black and white thinking and manipulation. Tell me more about clarified black and white thinking. Because they're taking action on this black and white thinking and taking action on manipulation. They feel like they were in their feelings concerning black and white thinking. They felt like they were drowning in their emotions, maybe in their relationship, maybe they were having black and white thinking. They're healing that. Maybe they had this Anna, or maybe they, believe this or that at one time concerning their feelings and their emotions. Maybe they have black and white thinkings concerning their emotions and their feelings. Um, where they invest their heart and their time and attention to. Yeah, I feel like they're your partner's very, I feel like crying. They feel like they could be very sad about the black and white thinking that they had at one time. It feels like they regret being in their emotions and investing their energy into things that gave them nothing but nightmares. They could have felt like this was a nightmare at one time and that they were in black and white thinking like I'm either this, I'm either that, I'm good or I'm bad, I'm a good girl, I'm a bad girl, I'm a that, I'm this person, I'm a that person. So maybe something happened with them thinking they're either a good person or a bad person, someone making them believe that they're awful or something like that, or that maybe they're feeling like they believe that they're awful, or that they're not good enough. Maybe someone made them feel like they weren't good enough. If cheating was involved, that definitely could have put somebody in their emotions and made them feel like they're not good enough. And maybe they wasted their time and they really only invested their energy into nothing but anxiety and depression. Nobody wants to feel like they put their time into anxiety and depression. Look how she's looking at how her energy being wasted into that. So that's the black and white thinking. They're trying to take action on where the ways that they were in black and white thinking at what time in this connection. Tell me more about the manipulation. Yeah, they're coming out here. It's feeling like that they took a big loss in this relationship. In a relationship, they feel like they were manipulated into wasting their love, their energy, their emotions. They feel like they manipulated themselves or something, and they're not waiting for an apology or something. I don't think so. They feel like you're not gonna give them one. They feel like there's justice. Like they're not even looking for one. Actually, they don't seem to care. Tell me more about the healing. They feel like you're being stubborn and that you're not gonna apologize or give them justice. So they're just healing on their own without closure. It isn't like they're looking for closure. They're not looking for closure. They're not looking for closure. Oh, damn. They're not looking for closure. What are they? Clarify healing. They're moving very fast. They could be communicating or moving. They could be moving physically or just on their way to something. That we just looked up since I said that they could be moving or going towards something where they're going. Left. They're going towards a tower. They're going towards they're going towards the tower. They're going towards so again, they're healing. They're looking directly. Whoever this is a very powerful person, whoever your person is. Whatever has happened to them, they're looking directly at it, and it's like they're running to the fire. Just like a firefighter or emergency responder or something. They must have that kind of like emergency energy on them. They're running to the tower. Running to the tower, how it comes out. Running to the tower. And they're letting go of judgment. Whoever this is, they self-heal. If you hurt them, they was like, oh, for real? All right, what I gotta do? What's going on? What's going on? What's up? What's up? All right, where am I wrong at? Where they wrong at? Done. This person don't got time for nonsense. Whoever this is, they let that go quick. Yeah, no manipulation involved. Look, they just let it go. They don't got no time for manipulating. They ain't got no time for no strategies. They ain't got no time to figure out and to try to get back. This person ain't got no time for none of that. Seven of Swords in reverse. They just get gone. They just left. They just got their stuff and just go. Just left. They may have packed up emotionally, physically, or whatever, but they left. Or someone left, for sure. Tell me more about the boundaries. Talk about the boundaries. Clarify boundaries. Because that's what they're healing. They're healing this tower. Confirmation. My little what you call it, birds up here tweaking my my cardinals. So boundaries. Talk about the boundaries. So now that they're trying to set boundaries, they may have felt like they didn't set good boundaries with you in the past. They maybe may have. I don't know if they maybe they didn't feel like they set good boundaries in the past. Something like that. Yeah, they felt like not setting boundaries with you was led to a loss. Five of Cups, a lot of regret and a lack of getting what they put in. So they feel like they didn't get any of their investment into the relationship that they thought they would. Yeah, they feel like it's a waste of time. So now they be coming up here being more selfish these days, conserving their energy, keeping their energy to themselves. They may be quiet. They may be more to themselves, keeping their energy too close to themselves. They don't they seem to have a lot of bright ideas right now. So tell me more. What's their intent? What does your partner intend to do in love? What's their next move? Their next move is to do it. Their next move is to they're slowing down. Um, I don't know. Oh, what they doing? That person. Oh, little place, child. What is this? They're not putting no interest towards nothing. I know that they're not prioritizing something. What they not prioritizing? Hey, if you think that they finna cleanse this relationship and listen to their higher self and come out of solitude, I don't know. What are they doing? Why they not prioritizing that vision? Oh, mm, 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 mm. Nah. So they don't intend to cleanse the air with you to clean the air. They don't intend to like come and clean everything up and be like, everything's okay and sage the energy out. So if you're using this person coming in with sage and cleaning the air and cleaning the space and healing everything and using crystals, they have no intentions on doing that. If you think this person is, God told them and they'll listen to their third eye, they'll follow their intuition and they'll do something. They're gonna come and put some energy into me. They're gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. They have no intentions on walking your direction. They're actually walking the opposite direction. They don't intend on. They have no bright ideas about this. They don't have any new clever ideas. They don't. They ain't trying to solve your problem. They're not trying to problem solve about the situation. They don't. They're not trying to solve it. They're not trying to figure it out. They're not trying to prioritize the situation. They're not trying to balance it. They're not trying to make everything fair. They're not trying to figure that out at all. They maybe feel like they're shut out of your life, abandoned. They may definitely feel like they're alone. Um, Definitely with the solitude card out here to confirm it. You know, they may feel alone. They may be outside and hanging out with other people with solitude in reverse, but they definitely feel alone. So if your person is an introverted, extroverted person, this makes sense. Um, Again, something that was foul, something that was done to them. It gives it's something that was stank, something that was fucked up that was done. Somebody farting right there and knowing they farted, look at the look on their face, like, ooh, this gives them a headache, So they don't I don't think they want to be around that, that bothers them. So they could be struggling standing in their power, to stand up for themselves. This could be hard to not I guess to not be around you. It looks like to not be in a relationship with you could be challenging, but they don't want to give to the relationship anymore. They don't want to give to connection. They're tired of giving the energy. They feel like it's fake. They feel like it doesn't lead to anything. They feel like it's fake gifts. They feel like the gifts are fake, you know, that they're only for looks or, to get something from somebody. So they don't want it anymore. And they're slowed down greatly. Um, Tell me, what did they slow down? What's their attention next? They slowed down, but they want a love offer. I don't know if they want to offer somebody a love connection, but they definitely want to offer someone something for sure. They're coming up here very emotionally available, romantic, kind, smart, considerate, empathetic. Um, I don't know. This King of Daggers wants some type of accountability. I saw this King of Cups, the sweetheart, the sweet man, this emotionally intelligent, emotionally available person, masculine. They want some accountability because something is imbalanced. The devil's here, there's codependency. There's codependency. There's some type of a negative attachment. If someone has Sagittarius energy, Capricorn energy, Seven of Swords energy, we have somebody who needs to take accountability and balance that out. We have codependency here. The devil card as an attachment that's negative. And the King of Cups is like, listen, I just want to be successful. I don't got time for all that. I just want to have a good time. I want to come out here on top, win my goals, win my medals, even though I didn't get what I wished for. Star card in reverse. So they didn't get what they wanted, you know, but it is what it is. Sounds like that was you. What's something you can do to help manifest your person? Rebirth, become a new creature, like literally just walk into the unknown, come out of the cave. Maybe it's the need for you to come out and have a conversation or something like that. This keeps coming out all freaking day long, okay? Okay, last little confirmations for somebody. Someone is drinking out of a pitcher with a straw. There you go. Confirmation for somebody. Somebody has a. Yep. Who's got a pitcher of water? Somebody's back to eating chicken nuggets again. Them wings. Somebody has some hot wings with some barbecue. Nah, the ranch dressing on buffalo. You had it. What's up? Somebody's sick. Somebody got allergies. Who's spreading germs everywhere? Who's that? Who got allergies? Who's sick? Whose nose stopped up or something? Who been blowing snot and boogers everywhere? Gotta wash my hands out the way. I don't want to get sick messing with y'all. The picture was you. Who's sick out there? Who out there? Who got some Kleenex? Wash your hands. You getting stuff everywhere on everybody. You spreading germs. You're nasty. Who's doing work? Somebody. I have somebody who does building. Somebody builds things. I have somebody. I keep seeing the hammer. Somebody's a builder. Someone does works with hammers or tools of some sort. I keep having that in here. That keeps coming out. Someone does that. Who ate a protein bar today? Who got a protein bar? Protein bar? What a protein bar. I don't know what kind it is. Somebody got a protein bar. Definitely, somebody definitely has some tools. Who is working with tools? Who working with tools? Somebody is hammering stuff. Who doing that? I know I got some males in here because I have the DC and the Marvel, so I know some men are in here. Somebody got tool. I got tools that keep coming out. Somebody's a handyman or handywoman or something like that. Me, okay. So I was gonna say I know I see some tools. They keep coming out. Didn't I say somebody was sick? That's crazy. Who's blowing their nose? Somebody is sick. Somebody got allergies. Who got a sinus infection? Oh, go clean your nose, pee. Somebody got a sinus infection. And they came out together. They don't always come out together. That's crazy. Someone has a sinus infection. Go wash your hands, baby. You're getting stuff everywhere. Whoever this is, you just getting snot everywhere. Just spreading your germs. Lord, I don't know who that is. Someone had Asian foods, takeout. Someone had noodles. Who had some ungdong? Who was that? A pho bok? Is this pho bok? Who had pho bok? Someone had Singapore noodles or something. Who that? Who had what? Or is this curry chicken? Or is this Indian? What is this, guys? Y'all gotta tell me. Is it some type of Asian, Indian, Chinese, Korean, Thai? Someone had something like that. I don't know which one of y'all ate that. Was it good? Tell me if it was good. I think I'm gonna go get me some Chinese food today. White slipper. This came out. Maybe maybe someone took one off from earlier. Maybe you can't find your other one. I had a pair earlier today. Maybe somebody that took their shoe off. I don't know. Shoe for somebody. Okay, those are confirmations. Guys, I think you're tapping back into your sensuality and sexuality. I don't know. Maybe your person's thinking about their sexuality or sensuality. Maybe you're thinking about your person's body, or maybe your person's thinking about your body. Maybe you're thinking about that confirmation for somebody. Maybe you miss because I saw that out here when the reading first started. Y'all miss having romance with each other. So maybe you miss that. Practice gratitude and self-forgiveness. If you have not called your person, go ahead and call them and get the shit over with because y'all getting on my nerves. I promise y'all getting on my nerves. I promise you. Just call them and just call them and say hi. Just say hi. Can we talk? You're ignoring the positive. You're mental filtering. Whoever that is, whoever I'm talking to, you stop ignoring the positives. You're hurting yourself. It literally says mental filtering. Go type in mental filtering. Type in mental filtering cognitive distortion. That's a real negative thinking pattern. I'm not your therapist, but I am a therapist. This is when you ignore the positives and you focus on what can go wrong instead of focusing on what could go right. And you're hurting yourself when you do that. So pick up the phone and call or go or ask, text and say, can we talk? Or call and say it's a good time, and get this shit over with. Because I'm being honest with you guys. I've been in this energy of whoever the fuck has been cheating and lying and not like taking accountability. It's annoying. I'm annoyed with it. Again, delivered now what? So now that you know better, now what will you do? Are you gonna be like that? Are you gonna keep being look? Are you gonna keep being disrespectful? Wow, crash out, right? Somebody crashed out. Somebody was a crash out. If you crashed out, go and apologize for being a crash out. Don't worry about other people's thoughts. No, don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people think. Minimizing, saying it's not so serious. Just literally the beginning of your reading said that. Minimizing and magnifying gets crazy both from here out here. This is making things too small, making things too big. Maybe you need to work on that. Having a healthy medium, knowing when to make things balanced. Don't make them too big, blowing shit out of proportion, making them too small. That is a real cognitive distortion. Type in minimizing, type in maximizing cognitive distortion and see what happens, okay? All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. You have been so beautiful. My hand is itching, and I got bit by an ant. All the insects are going crazy out here. So apparently, I am on spot on because all the ancestors is like yes, yes, yes. Let me spray myself with the word. Thank you, 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 collective. I appreciate all of y'all. Whew. Love and light to everybody. Love and light to everybody. No more magnifying. No more minimizing. Go make amends, guys. You're not promised tomorrow. This is the best time to do it. We're in Scorpio. Scorpio energy is, is all about just getting to the bottom of it. Just do it. Rip the band-aid off. I'm annoyed. I'll be honest with you. I'm annoyed. I can tell, look, detached, unfair, teacher. I get it. This ain't my reading, but I definitely resonate with the day of detached energy and shit being unfair. When stuff get unfair for me, I just, your person. I can understand the energy of this person. I do. I can truly understand the energy of the person. When shit's unfair, people done did something to you, you gotta fucking walk away. Cause shit just unfair. You just gotta walk away. People, they want to be unfair. They want to be unfair. You can't make a person be fair. They want to crash out and tell you a liar. You deserve this and you deserve that, and you ain't no good. And they know how you are. All women do this. All women. They want. If that's the energy they want to be in, you cannot change them. This place is taking their feelings out on other people. I can't make nobody take not they want to take their feelings out on me. I can only set a boundary and remove myself. And that sounds like your person might have done the same thing. They might have been like, oh, this person's not listening to me. They on demon time. They don't want to talk. They're not listening to me. They don't want to listen to me. They got third party connections. Fine. Okay, fuck it. You got it, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Yo, you right. You the smartest. You the greatest. You the finest. You the sexiest. You whatever you think you are. You are. Have fun with that, and let your little karmic have fun with you too. So have fun with the karmics. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, so she got the good mouth game. Hopefully, she can keep the money going. Hopefully, she can keep the mouth game going. Hopefully, she can keep it all going. Hopefully, she can do it all. Hopefully, she can be amazing. I people don't want to wish that. Wish your ex good. I wish my ex well. Go off and be happy with your new person. Hopefully, they're amazing to you. I hope that they give you everything that I could never give you. You said I was trash. Hopefully, they won't be trash. You said I was awful. Hopefully, they will be nothing fucking like me. Now that's a great prayer because I know I'm amazing, so I know what kind of person they about to get. But that's just me. That's the secret little wink, wink on the inside. That's why you let them have it. Let them fucking have it. They say, "Yeah, I'm gonna get somebody better than you." Do it. Find it, and I encourage it. Do it. Find somebody. Go. Go. Why are you still here? Beep beep. Go. I love that for you. You got somebody better. Good. Good. Look at that. Mwah. She's better. She's finer. She know more. She's more wise. He's more wise. They got more going. They got more money. They got more time. They got go. 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 That's what they want you to do. And they wanted you to leave anyway. So go. So everybody can be happy. The karma could be happy because now they got you. You'll be happy because you're not with me. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And vice versa for you guys. Same thing with you. Tell them you have the karmic, you know. And if you had got the karmic, your person says, go be happy. You got you thought he or she was so fine. Good. Enjoy them. Love them. Why are you not happy? I'm not happy with the breakup, but I'm happy for you. I want that for you because I love you and I want people who I love to be happy. That's the Empress, by the way. That's why, if you want to know why in the middle of the reading, why, if you want to know why, this is your person. This is a sweetheart. This is why the angels got their fucking back. That means when you do bullshits and they'll say, oh, okay, well, I hope that works for you. I hope that makes you happy. And the angels are like, yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Big Empress energy. Wish them motherfucking well. Wish them well. Wish them well. Goodbye. Hope that you have a great time. This is somebody who's emotionally intelligent. Yes, sure. You cheated third parties? No crash out. Meet me. Meet me. You can have her. Them guys, girls, the meet me's can have them. The karmic's gonna have them. All the Empress is gonna do is go, okay. I hope that makes you happy. Did that work for you? If it did not work for you and you found that to be triggering, then you might need to go take some accountability. You know? Because if kids was involved, I'm telling you, this person's already learned. I know. When kids are involved, I learned the art of doing this. You got children around, you better be on your best motherfucking behavior because if not, their spirit team is ready. to throw the bowls at you. Do you understand me? I don't know who needs to hear this. I know it's going a little over, but somebody needs to hear this. The kid spirit team be ready to be on bullshit for y'all. I don't think you understand. So the best thing to do when children are around in the presence is to check your ego, to find out how you could be hurting a child anywhere around in the vicinity, whether this is in consciously or unconsciously, inadvertently or inadvertently. If you're dating people for children and you tossing them all around, you don't care about how that child will feel with their parent being done like that, their spirit team is going to show up. If you're a third party and you were cheating and you didn't care about how it would affect that person's children, or you're causing disruptions between someone and their home and they have actual children, or you have children and you don't care enough about your kids and how that would affect your spirit teams are gonna be like, what? You hear the kids talking over their spirit teams like, what? So you don't care about no babies. So you don't care about babies. So you don't care, Epstein, Diddy. You don't care about no babies. So you don't care about babies. We talking about babies. Are we talking about babies? Babies, kids. You talking about kids? Kids. Spirit to me all up in your face, ready to suck, knock the shit out your stupid ass. Cause I'm telling you, if I come back, I hope I get to be one of them kind of angels. I can't stand humans. Oh, please give me some powers. Oh, give me some powers. If I see one of y'all doing some kids, I'm telling you, people's I mean one of them angels with people's car shit, everything catch on fire, just all kind of shit go on. Let me find some kids involved. I come with the thunder of great light, and I'm trying to tell you, all type of ancient wisdom. They came in. They said, I will protect the Empress and these kids from these narcissistic assholes who don't care about children. And the Empress said, and gratitude and thank you. And this is why we stay in this type of energy. Exhibit A. So we're not on here talking about no third parties. And that way, this little meek, whoever this little meek is, I keep calling her meek. I don't know, because it's neat. I don't want to say neat. They already got that name, so I'm going to call her meek. She's a meek. What's up, meek? I know she ain't here watching. Hey, meek. What's up, meek? Send us to meet, y'all. Y'all know who meet good. Send it to meet, y'all. Well, meet good. That Queen of Flames. That loud mouth. That's why you just practice gratitude when you see people like that, guys, okay? This person who tries to come in between third parties, telling people what to do. Liar. Want to be in the center of attention. You just be like, I'm so grateful for people like that, because if it wasn't for people like that, I wouldn't know how to be a wonderful person like I am. So I'm grateful. People like this just show me what kind of person I am. Show me what person to not be. They show me how I don't want to show up. So take it as it resonates, guys. I'm off of here. I'll be on TikTok later on again today, but I'm gonna get some food now. I'm hungry.